Let's roll! Welcome for another month of pain. Hamburger. Dickest Party Peter.
CD was a cool system.
I've got it. It's yeah, I'm looking for a biggest dickest. Biggest dickest Party Peter. Punch that knees. White lightning, my friend.
I have the power!
Party.
You've become a pirate.
No, I've become a gaming wizard.
lost without a team. Efforts and plans to win indeed. The ragtag crew from around the world. Games last fun. All aboard! Nothing works! Oh well, woohoo! The fun wasn't had, marbles were played. It's something to enjoy, it never gets old. To endeavor and the love of life. It is strategy, fighting, or adventure. Style for everyone, the center for adventure. Come on down and sit a while. Relax, chillax, and feel the vibe. Premier 2 has got to be. Every game he beats is secret to thieves.
No, I've become a gaming wizard.
Welcome to another thrilling edition of Premier 2. My name is Peter, and we will be joined shortly by the man with a million nicknames, Mr. Ian Rudd.
Thank God a good streamer is on.
You got it.
Holy
Not
crap.
interested.
All of these mediocre pissants have been filling up my timeline and wasting virtual space.
Well, Slit, I appreciate the kind words, guys. Ian is on his way, and I appreciate you coming back, my man. Thank you for your 13 months of contribution. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. It's a short stream. It's not going to be a banger like we normally do, 5, 6, 7 hours, because surprisingly, I do have some plans this evening. So, Ian's going to come on in.
Hey, wow, thanks for the bits.
Oh, boy.
Want to spin more? Okay, just a second, though. You got a message? Let's hear what you got to say.
Let's hear it, Napsters.
Peter, you remember that gift sub-raffle scam you tried pull a few months ago? Well,
yeah.
the NAST has been tirelessly defending your case in court. We had to argue that you are clinically stupid and are incapable of thinking for yourself. It wasn't a hard sell, we just showed them clips of your stream, but the judge ordered us to issue this formal warning to you.
What?
So the next time an officer shows up, act like a complete buffoon, although I imagine that won't be difficult for you.
That was a dark period on the channel. You're right. I did promise a raffle, and then it was brought to my attention halfway through the stream that is
wow,
illegal.
Thanks for the bits. Want to spin more? Okay, just
I was
a
a little
second, though. You got a
disappointed by
message? Let's
that,
hear what you
but
got
I'll
to say.
take those lumps.
Also grow your beard back please, because your old wrinkly hairless face resembles Jabba the Hutt's slimy jowls. Side note, the Pentagon has informed the NAST that they are interested in setting up a secret reconnaissance base on the giant barren bald spot under your chin. Please contact your nearest NAST agent if you're interested.
This one? That's bullshit. It's not that big. There's no way you could fit an entire space station on there or a secret reconnaissance base. I'm trying to fix it, okay? It's not easy to just fix that.
Kula shila fula bula in AST kula shiba. Tu ho ho ho. Kala fula bi kawa shula vula hiha kuna puta.
That's my Jabba the Hutt impersonation. That's all I got. I think that's how Jabba the Hutt talks. I have no idea. That was my best. I don't know if that's even close, but I tried to have a conversation. See, you don't have to show them anything. I am an idiot. It's true. I didn't mean to deceive anybody. Also, thank you, Napsters, for reminding me that I am a human dumbass. And welcome, Thompso1VT, for coming back for your third month. Slit, and of course, Sparhoss21. I appreciate you guys all very, very much. Were you an extra in Star Wars? No, they just used my bald spot under my chin as set dressing. So here's what's going on today. We are going to have Ian join the stream for a little chit chat, a little podcast. At that point, I am legally required to turn off all notifications because you guys will just annoy the hell out of us with your insults. But other than that, I got some plans this evening. I'll be meeting up with the Affable One to discuss a couple of bits and bobs. And son of a bitch, run that intro. Well, better now than never. And that,
It's time for Premiere 2. Not even weeaboo. We never asked for this. This podcast gotta commit from you too. Premiere 2. Hey, you gotta cue Premiere 2.
there you have it. That is the intro. I do appreciate that. All of you guys showing some support. But yes, tonight I somehow have managed to work myself into having some plans. I am very excited to see Chris. We got some plans for this weekend. In addition to that, we did not manage to beat Curse of Monkey Island because I'm f***ing stupid. And it's taking me forever to figure out certain puzzles. But what a ride it's been. And I definitely appreciate all of you guys getting in here, starting us off with a little hype trainer Reno. Hontou ni arigatou gozaimasu.
The Carnival of the Damned.
Hey!
I think I have developed a forehead addiction.
Well, the NAST has a cream or a salve for that. I've heard. Use your feelings, Pete. Ian was late taking a taxi, though he is on his way. Well, what else we got? I got a couple of other things that I was supposed to be, that I was excited to tell you guys, but then I forgot like everything. I forgot like literally all of it within minutes of it being an important part. So, shit. It's gone. It's all missing because of the intro redemption. Are you going to play the new Pokemon? I can say with full confidence that I will not be. That game honestly looks like shit. It's so bad. I feel like, here from an outsider who has avoided Pokemon like his entire life, I feel like you guys are addicted to punishment. You guys are like masochists. You're playing these games that are not good. They're objectively average, and you are stuck trying to piece together and hug the little bits and pieces that are decent. We're talking about like the most popular franchise on planet Earth, and they can't make a AAA experience with the infinite amount of money that they swipe out of all of our 30-year-old asses. Come on. Come on! Have some dignity! You have no dignity. It's insane. When I played Fire Red and Leaf Green and even Soul Silver and Platinum Puke or whatever it was, those games are like insanely high production quality. Tons of different characters, lots of different maps, lots of buildings you can go into, and then you go into the new one and they're like, "Hi, welcome to the Pokemon gas station. We can't afford any buildings, but we can sure use text boxes. Did you want to buy a churro or a burrito or a sandwich? We made a half-assed flash animation just for you." Well, fuck that. Come on, hey, Diablo 2, man, at least it's been good since it came out, and they didn't make Diablo 19, nor would I defend it. I've openly criticized WoW's faults. I say, here's what the reality is. Here's why I like it. You bozos keep buying Pokemon and enabling these idiots, these game freaks, to keep making rushed yearly products that barely move the needle forward. So there you go. That's my hot take of the day. Sizzling. Sizzling hot. Hey, what's up, Ian? Come on in, mate. Don't forget to wash your hands because I think Yuki installed a hidden camera. Ian's just arrived. I left the door unlocked, or he might have a key at this point. I did lose one, but those are my hot, scalding hot takes, and those are true. Roll the red carpet. Ian knows we can't afford that. I fucking hate when developments pump a game out each year. Me too. Me too, Schmitty. Violet Scarlet has a lot of good mechanics and ideas. It was just very poorly executed. It's a real shame. The story is interesting too. You know what? I will concede that. It does have a lot of cool ideas. It does have a lot of stuff that would be great. But these games should be in development for another 2 years so that they're actually decent titles. Not just shovelware where we say, you know what? That was pretty cool for our yearly puke that we gargle down that they vomit into our mouth. But anyway, I like Pokemon monsters and all those things, but when did my badge change? It did. That is the new Snatcher badge. It went from Zelda, which we really don't play on this channel, to Snatcher, which I really love. Take time to make it good. Don't rush it. That's right. That's right. They need to churn them out like hardtack candy. So wait, what did you think of Legend of Acremus? Never played it. That one looked fine too, but I don't know. They all just look like... the thing I'll never understand is that people will line up and those games as a polished piece of product are so obviously shovelware. I mean, I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe that the innovation that they go into, that people are like, I can ride a mount now. Okay, dorks. All right, so speaking of dorks and speaking of things that are churned out for no reason, welcome to Magic on the Blacktop. Yeah, how you doing, Ian? Oh wait, I gotta fix something first. I can't fix that, but I have to see that they can hear you, and that means I gotta be careful.
Could I charge this somewhere, please?
Yes. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We're gonna sit here for a second. I'll go charge that. And I'll let you talk to them. Ask them if they can hear you.
Seems logical enough. Can you hear me? What? How could they not hear me but hear you?
Because you talk quietly and it's a directional mic or something.
Okay. Yes. Hey, chat. It's your kind Uncle Ian again. The person who literally carried you when Pete disappeared with Connor's audience once. I remember that. Wow, a lot of names. How did this man get such a big and cool audience? I'll never know. But yeah, nice to see you all. I recognise some. Liquid 2 replica. If I bought anything for Kupo, you know what I have? The last time I came here, so he's never, whenever Kupo has ever seen me, he runs away, but I haven't seen him today, but last time I came here, he came right up to me and is Kupo here? Okay, well, I don't think he's hiding from me. We got cards. Pete, yeah, so we basically just do the show on your stream now, right? I apologize to people who wanted to watch Pete play games. We're talking about basketball instead. However, I did watch him play Curse of Monkey Island last night and it was painful. It was. Have you finished it yet? Nope. Jesus Christ. I feel bad because I suggested the Monkey Island series that he play it on his channel. I thought it would be good fun, but I also didn't really appreciate how long it'd take him to figure out some very basic puzzles. So,
all right, are you not surprised, or are you surprised a little bit that I'm? Can I sit down here?
Yeah.
Is that okay? That I'm very, very bad at Monkey Island, or does it come as a no shock?
well, no, because generally you're quite good at games.
Yeah, usually.
But this is more of it's a different type. You're good at platformers and jumping and,
nothing
timings
with this.
and the ones we have to think a little bit and plot it out. No chance.
No chance. So I did bring you. I come bearing gifts. So first of all, can you guys hear us? Okay.
I think so. I'm going to try and speak up.
No, well, it's not actually you. It's just that it's this thing. It's you. I think he is doing fine at it though, despite the weird puzzle solutions. That is a mod, by the way.
What are you stuck on a particular thing? Because I actually played this about 3 months ago. And because we both love Monkey Island, and you said you were going to play it on stream, and I thought, well, I'm going to play it, and I thought this one was easier than the first two.
I think it's not. I think that there's two main differences. I'm not going to say bad thing, like problems. The big differences are, number one is I feel like it's a bit more open-ended in like how you approach each zone or whatever. So at the beginning they say you need to get a map, a crew, and a ship, which is similar to Monkey Island 1.
Every game. That's Monkey
but
Island.
this one was like, you had all these locations, and I had no idea how they tied into each other, and like where to go.
Is it that old? I don't remember. I mean, it's only a few months ago, but what's your current predicament? What are you currently stuck on?
Well,
I was watching the cork situation.
That made me so mad.
Oh, it made me mad. I broke a phone. It was.
I didn't know you could. Okay, so there is one other thing. In the original Monkey Island games, you have this box at the bottom, right? And it tells you can talk, use, push, pull, whatever, examine.
Yeah, the
scum system or whatever. This one was a little bit different in that it doesn't. I didn't have the manual, maybe, but it has like a collection of instructions on the menu system. It says like I is inventory, U is use, T is talk. But I didn't know that you could hold down the button to open up the scum to bloom, and then choose the 3 choices.
I think that's all I used. The little 3.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that those could change. Like talk, I thought was always the parrot, but it sometimes is bite the cork.
Yeah, well, that is a tricky one, to be fair.
That was tough, but the thing I'm at now, I don't think I'm stuck on it because I just got to it, so I haven't had time to get stuck, is I need to find out family history of the good soups.
Oh, you're quite far along then.
Yeah.
You are not too far. Have you... Actually, I know.
No, don't say anything. Don't say anything. But that's where I'm at. Pete is putting the circle in the square hole. I have tried to use the skeleton arm with paste on it for about every single puzzle solution in the game.
I recognize that name right there.
Riku 2 Replica?
No, the one above. Well, no, I recognize that too. The one below it. Not a subscriber.
The Ninja Mobster? Wait, MacGyver.
Yeah.
Ian. Pete. Is that Darren?
It's from Hong Kong, eh?
He's a TV superstar and he can't afford a subscription?
Two. I think it's more out of spite. To be honest.
Okay.
2 words, two full stops, and I knew immediately who it was.
Yeah.
I seen the name.
MacGyver, I figured he could put together some sort of $4.99, but I guess not.
I feel like Darren is the only person on the planet. We should be nice to Darren because he's the only person who's actively keeping track of the rosters on that.
Good,
on the
so never mind. He's earned his keep. So, but long story short, I was playing that game for way longer than anticipated. But I will give me some credit in this regard. While I'm streaming, I'm a little bit diverting whatever pea-sized brain I have left. I'm diverting to also talking to chat and I'm not. There's no. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're doing well though. It's a fun game though, isn't it? It's good.
So wait. Dear sir, I started watching one of your streams uploaded to YouTube, and you said Calgary wrong. Calgary. The Flames. That's in Canada. It's my favorite city, and I don't know how to say it.
Calgary is your favorite city?
Yeah, it is.
Why are you in Tokyo?
I don't know. Calgary, yeah.
I've never been. Might be lovely.
All right, but wait. We gotta get started with a couple things.
Yep.
First of all, welcome back to the channel.
Good to be here.
If you guys don't know, this is Ian. He is a good friend of mine. Somehow he tolerates my presence. We met each other through Chris, our friend, a YouTube star in his own right. And then you and I kind of hung out a bit on our own because we live near each other. we started going to Premier One, which is a bar that this name comes from. And during COVID, we had obviously nothing to do and no friends other than each other, and they used social distancing.
Do you remember we did have one other friend?
Yeah,
and the
I
three
remember.
of us, we sat in a park when I think 4 people in Tokyo, maybe Japan, had COVID.
Yeah.
And we sat about 800 meters apart in a triangle and just yelled at each other.
She left, I think, mid-conversation.
That's the last time I saw her. I don't, yeah. So.
And I think that people, I get social distancing. I was all for it. I'm supporting that. But is the people still using that excuse with us in 2022? They're saying, well, I think we should keep our distance. It's health reasons.
When my company said stop coming to the office, but everyone else was there, I kind of questioned her first. But anyway, Premier One.
Anyway, we started Magic on the Blacktop podcast during that, when COVID had kind of died down a bit, but I would come to your apartment and we would try to do something for fun because we were just bored. And so...
Well, we didn't realize the first few times we met. I thought you was Australian, as I said before. But we didn't realize we both kind of like basketball and kind of grew up watching basketball.
You played.
A little bit.
I mean, you can't say a little bit. It was your high school sport. You played it in college.
With MacGyver, 55.
With MacGyver, 55.
That's the backcourt of the University of Hertfordshire right there.
What? He was in the backcourt? He was the shooting guard?
Yeah, he was.
Was he any good?
He was. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't be mean.
Afternoon, champs. Hello, Johnny.
Here he is.
What's up, Lorena? So wait. Then you played in college, notably for a year in Mississippi.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it.
That's all you could stomach, and you left immediately of American culture.
And I'm guessing you, growing up in the Midwest, just the TV was just constantly on.
Yes.
24 hours a day.
Well, you got to remember, in America, it's probably like this in the UK too. I don't know, but it's not like this in Japan. There was no opportunity for me after middle school to join the basketball team because of tryouts.
Right.
They only took a varsity and a junior varsity and a second junior varsity squad. Yeah. And I'm not good enough to make the 50 people out of a school of 2,000.
That's the thing, I think, a big difference between the UK and the USA. Not necessarily a negative thing, but the UK sports is very, very much... I mean, obviously you have your elite things, but it's a different system where if you're really, really good at something, you get taken and you disappear.
To a club or something.
But pretty much generally, like school and stuff, it's really aimed at mass participation rather than, all right, you guys didn't make it, you're done for the year, don't come near us. Like even at my university, even when we had an actual university team run, like one every couple of runs would be completely open to anyone, like any student who wanted to come along with everyone else. But
I could tell when I went to tryouts my freshman year, and I was in decent, I was not athletic shape, but I was not fat yet. And then they measured me, and I saw the coach go,
they measured you? Did they time you like runs and stuff?
Yeah, timed your runs, fundamentals, height. It's like the combine.
The combine?
Yeah.
That's insane.
And he could tell by looking at me. He was like, you're not tall enough.
You didn't even shoot a basketball.
I think we did a layup drill, and then they cut after that. I didn't even get to do any, Well, but it was unfortunate. But like the thing is you still, even at the advanced age of 42, when you're not battling...
How dare you?
41.
How dare you?
40.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still. Well, I'll show you this.
But you've been battling injuries lately. You still organize and run the Tokyo Warriors, this Tokyo Senshi, that you've been running for almost 10 years.
More than 10 years, yeah.
God, that's incredible.
And I've been trying to get you to come down. Not to that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you're not welcome there.
There's no way I would.
But we play in the mornings at Yoyogi Park.
Yeah, at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and it's great fun. But you don't.
I might be awake after the stream. Yeah.
I'm adamant. If you came to one, you'd make it a regular thing.
All right. Well, we'll see if that's gonna happen. But that's how this started, and then
Pete is 5'7".
I'm 5'9". 5'9" with shoes on.
Okay.
Heels. But. Anyway, Ian and I kept doing the podcast despite the financial losses.
And my neighbor's complaints.
Well, now you're here, so it's okay. And this is season 3 of Magic on the Blacktop, and I am convinced that I am right in that we have made a mistake by adding the Sherrill Ford Classic, and now you've realized that it's too hard to manage in your busy time. Okay, it's going to be different this week.
I just presume that that's all being taken care of in the Discord without me knowing about it.
I hope so. By the way, here you are. I got you your coffee.
Ah, my rider.
Your important coffee.
Can't do the show without it. Yeah.
And long delayed, but here it is. Your own.
Are you serious?
Fan gang shirt. I know. I only wore it 3 times. Yuki washed it.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you
the
very
Van,
much.
The Van Gang T-shirt is
His
yours.
retro designs in the
I think
he's in England, right? So it's
he might be here, but there it is.
Amazing.
Your Van Gang T-shirt.
Thank you. Are we?
I know. I told them that we're working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Wait. Oh no, we can't say that.
Not where, but are people?
No, I don't think so.
So we're gonna do our own.
Yeah, we've got our
trip.
like. Well, it's sad though because we want to bring Van Gang back, and our plan is to get Paul, Ian, and myself to go on trips around Japan, and it'll be 2 parts. One will be the live stream aspect of the van, and then we're gonna go to like Kyushu and be like, let's drink beer at or Gifu.
So I think what we should do, I think we should have like 3 or 4 ideas. I think I just love the idea of traveling around Japan with this idiot and the other idiot, and we'll just drive around and do stuff. And the great thing about it is like it's so open. We could do some really, really fun things. And one idea I had was the gorilla buildings. Tell you that. But I think we there's basically several buildings all around Japan with giant gorillas like climbing the side of them, like not literal gorillas, but like models of like 20-foot gorillas,
like King Kong, and
I want to go to them and just meet the people who built them
and say, why did you do this?
I think we'd meet some interesting people, but I think we should you, Paul, and I, we should meet up.
We need to plan it out.
Premiere 1.
Yes.
We should come up with 3 or 4 designs, and I think we should let your audience decide which is our first little road trip.
Yeah,
we go on.
and then we could, or you know what else? We could meet at our Irish pub that we adopted. We went to once, and they gave us free snacks.
Oh yeah.
That's a good spot.
That was a good one with Johnny Mull.
I feel like the Premiere 1, I don't think we're welcome anymore.
No.
Last time we went there, we got turned away.
Yeah.
So we did. We got literally turned away at the door.
They were like, welcome. Oh, please.
Oh, it's Pete, yeah.
But just the last thing, the great thing about the Van Gang is it's so cool because everyone plays a role. Like we got Paul, he's diving about with he's got the drone up in the air. He's got his camera, so I try and like plan the route a little bit, coordinate it, and then
I just talk and show up and ruin things.
Play some cards.
Yeah. So okay, let's start the show. So anyway, that's what we've got going on.
Yeah.
Hope you like that shirt. I
love it.
I love it. Did you throw it away? Okay. So there's the Van Gang.
I love it. Have you got one?
I have 2. And Paul bought his own, so I bought one for him. But
I'll pay you.
No, you don't have to do that. So we got kicked out. Yeah, we did. And then the other thing I was going to tell you guys was I think that's actually it in terms of our news. But we like to do this show a little bit about Magic on the Blacktop. We'll explain it during the actual start of the we'll go over like what it is and what the rules are. But it's basically our little passion project, our hobby, our way to have a few jokes, have a few laughs. And I'm just glad that your stupid recordings of my book are not available today.
Oh, they're available.
Well, the phone's charging, so you don't. Yeah, so but we can do all kinds of neat stuff. Like for example, just for like, I want you to try saying I don't some
brown shakes.
Yeah, not that one, but I want you to say anything else that's cool.
This is the deep voice mod, so we can get you in 3, 2, 1. By the way, how is the kitchen counter going along, Pete? Apparently, there's a kitchen counter issue in Australia. In Australia due to silica type content in them.
Okay, so it's supposed to be a really quick thing. Listen out.
Okay.
By the way, how is the kitchen counter going along, Pete? Apparently, there's a kitchen counter issue in Australia. In Australia due to silica type content.
What the fuck was that? I didn't know you were going to describe something that's happening in the
I was reading because you weren't going to redeem his message.
I didn't know what you were going to read.
Or even fucking acknowledge it.
I didn't know that's there. I was waiting for you to record something. Let's try again, but we're going to try a different one. Okay, ready? Hell. 3, 2, 1, go!
I predict that the Van Gang will be a roaring failure.
Can't say listen.
I predict that the Van Gang will be a roaring failure.
So we got all kinds of toys that we can use.
What one did you use for the gold? I struck gold. GG gold.
I don't know. It's gone for the ages.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it was like something like this though. I think it was Yuki's. Cause she said it in a high voice, but I think she said,
"Yee-haw-haw." She said, "GG gold, I struck gold. GG gold, I struck gold."
Anyway, we're like 2 kids on Christmas who got a new toy. Yeah. So she doesn't care. Anyway, it was. Anyway, happy Turkey Day to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Ian do be balling though.
Ian do be balling. Don't forget to press record. I did. So we've already ruined
everyone's time.
Thing. So we're gonna get started. I also got you this this sandwich, but then you said you didn't want it. So now you have to take it with you.
Oh, thank you.
It's a...
Oh, from my favorite little shop. Is that the one?
The one that I got used to.
The one where you used to get. It's the only place I've ever been able to eat cucumbers.
That's the one,
I did
that's
it
the
out
one,
of politeness, but then it
Yeah.
actually tasted good. So.
But you know, the sad part was they didn't have the cucumber sandwich, so I had to get this one next to it. It's good though.
It looks good. Thank you.
All right, so hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. It's time for us to start our terrible, awful pod. And I think too long didn't read kitchen counters. Beware, some have silica content that causes asbestos type cancer.
Oh, don't lick them. Basically, you can't.
What?
How's your? You said in the 3 or 4 years I've known you.
Yeah.
You sent me the single most depressing message I've ever read from you.
Uh-oh.
Because it wasn't even trying to be funny or anything. It was, can you help me pick out which bathroom floor I should get? And I thought, you poor bastard. This is the worst day of your life. You're being dragged around. Why? Firstly, why is Yuki even like entertaining your opinion?
I don't know. So, but we did end up choosing the brown bath.
The dark one?
Yeah, the dark
that's what I said. That's what I'd have gone
one you
for.
said. And I said that I said it was from somebody else because I didn't think she would trust your opinion either. I was like, my cousin's an interior designer, and they said the brown one. You're just that.
Okay.
So yeah, it was tough because I realized initially she said, Yuki said, we know. Since you put down the deposit, and I was like, this is not going anywhere. She was like, I'll let you have a lot more say.
But the worst thing is, you sent me a photo of the mock-up bathroom.
Yeah, it's a toy.
And it had a TV in it. I was like, brilliant, you get the TV in there. Oh, that's the one thing we're not getting.
Yeah.
You maniac. That's the
No,
best thing
we
about
don't
it.
need a TV in there. And the problem was I was like, so we went and looked at what was the initial thing we looked at? It was something like kitchen. It was the kitchen. And I was like, I like this. I like that. And I really like this. And she was like, I hate all of them. And I was like, okay, well then fuck it. You choose it then. You're gonna be I know how to cook 2 dishes. I like cereal and I like sandwiches.
Do you remember when we went to get your new chair and they didn't let us in the shop and then we just got drunk instead?
Yeah.
It sounds like most of these trips have a theme.
It seems weird. We met at 2 p.m. and they asked us for a reservation for $30
to look at chairs.
To sit and look at chairs. So we went to the hub and I drank 6 gallons of cranberry juice. All right, so it's time to play some. And the TV was in the bathtub area. Why would I have that?
Because you, of all the people I know who spend,
I fall asleep in there.
You've slept in your in your bath. Don't act like you haven't.
Yeah.
And I think Yuki is happy with you spending a lot of time in there because the state you come back from a night out in, it's just
better to just don't fill it up with water.
But you are the only person I know who would actually probably watch their bath TV more than like a living room TV.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So, yeah.
But I feel like it's one of those weird things where if you put the TV in there, in like 5 years, it's gonna look strangely antiquated and be like, oh yeah, this used to work, but we haven't fixed it yet, and it's just we'll fix it later. And then what it really turns into is after a late night of boozing and I open my eyes, I'll just see my reflection in its black screen. And I'll be like, oh, I got it.
Withered.
Yeah.
War-torn face.
I don't want to have that on me. It's like
yeah.
it's like when the game loads when you're playing.
Presumably you don't have mirrors in there then.
No, I broke all those as well.
Okay.
But like it's like when you're playing games and you're like in the chair and then the loading screen happens and you see that.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh god, what am I doing?
Oh, yeah.
I should put clothes on or something. But all right. Anyway, 5 year schmears. Do it for the now. Live in the now. You'll never afford it. No, it was also outside of our budget. They were like, that's an $800 add-on. I was like, that TV's like $6.
Yeah.
I'll just do it myself.
Yeah, no, don't. You'll kill. You will electrocute not only yourself.
I'll fill up the water first, and I'll figure out how to install it. All right. So. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The only thing is I'm hiring you out. Seriously, I'm actually going to pay you for this. You name your price, but not that high. I need you to help with cabling. I will, I swear to God. It's on camera. The best cabler I've ever seen, besides Johnny Mole.
I was going to say Johnny Mole's I would,
really good too.
I would, whatever you pay me, I'm going to pay him.
Okay.
75% of that. Yeah, no, I like it. I like, I've got a ridiculous desk, and it's got about 4 kilograms of cables behind it.
It's impressive.
And yeah, I'll do what I can.
All right, so are we ready to start the show?
I think so.
I'm going to remember to record this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember to hit the
do.
recording button. By the way, what do you think of this shirt? It's the Kavanaugh's Bait and Tackle.
Like it. Is it a place?
It is, so this is kind of interesting. It's a one of one. There's only one of these on the planet.
What?
And I went like 9 years ago. I went home for like my first time. It was and the whole family chipped in to get me a ticket because I was.
Get you a T-shirt.
And we went to a family reunion, and there was a big quiz of like who knew the most about our family history. And I was about too many drinks in, but I had somehow randomly gotten all of them right. And out of the 100+ members of the family, I won the coveted. This is my mother's maiden name, and we come from like a line of fishermen and stuff.
Oh,
And
so not only was it like not sold to the public, someone designed it.
Someone
in your family
designed
to-
it in the family, and it went. And then everyone's disappointment that it went to me, and I was like,
If you don't call your family gathering the Macy's Day Parade,
well,
there's something
that's
very, very
it's
wrong.
The Kavanaugh. It's the
Oh
Kavanaugh.
yeah, of course.
The Macy's Day Parade is our local one.
Okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
it's usually a shit show, but that's all right.
It's just fights.
Fights and food and vomit.
You always
and
end it with less family members than you start.
I don't think anybody would like our family gatherings. It always ends with a gin bucket, which I think is the most disgusting tradition.
I don't know what that is.
You
but-
get a literal bucket, like a tin or steel bucket.
of gin.
Yes, and then you throw in just whole fruits.
Your
I don't
face.
think. And then you sit around like the campfire or whatever, and you just keep adding gin and passing it.
Sounds
And everyone
brilliant.
just takes the bucket, and they just
Do you know what they do in Australia?
something more sanitary than that. Is it about
No.
kitchen counters?
No,
and
it's
licking
called.
them?
It's called. If anyone's from Australia, they might be able to collaborate this. But I think it's the goon. I think they
Goon
call
cave?
it the goon. So spin the goon, pass the goon, something like that. So essentially, this is good fun. I think you will get a box of goon of fortune. That's the one. Thank you, Danny Vision. You get a box of wine, not glass. You get a box of wine, and inside it is just essentially a foil bladder. of kind of-
My mom used to get those.
You know the kind of the clothes hangers in the garden, like the triangle, like you put it a post in the ground. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
So you put it with pegs onto that, and you spin it, and you stand around it. It's like spin the bottle basically, and you have to. And it's the Goon of Fortune, which is the greatest thing I ever heard. Made me want to visit
Okay.
Australia.
Fancy a goonie, mate.
A Goon of Fortune or a gym bucket? What are you doing?
I'm going gym bucket.
Yeah,
It's a lot
okay.
simpler to just hand it over. Take one goon sack and attach it to one Hills Hoist clothesline and enjoy. What the fuck is going on in Australia? They've got tinnies, they've got eskies, and
I
they've
want to
got
go.
goon of.
I didn't want to go
goon
till I heard
sack.
that, and then I thought it's the
I
most.
feel like goon sack is the greatest name for alcohol
Exactly.
ever.
Exactly.
I got goon sack. All right, let's fucking go. All right, it's a drink you can use as a pillow afterwards. Sounds
Okay.
great. Hills Hoist Goon of Fortune. I feel like, what are we doing with this shit?
I love the most interaction I've ever got from any of your is when we started talking about passing a bladder of wine around and getting smashed. I love it.
The Goon
Okay.
of Fortune. All right, so it's time to you know
Basketball.
it is. Oh, I see. What the problem is.
I'm never gonna open a bag of cards.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry. It's my fault. You know,
let me ask you guys, which is better? Which is better? This right here, right? You guys can see this, or is it better just to have a whoa,
oh God, no! Let's not do that.
or like natural lighting?
I like the.
You like the dark?
I think the one where they don't see us really.
You like the dark. You like to
Yeah.
live in the shadows.
That's
All
it.
right, all right. Light off, light off, light off, light off. I think they hate us. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna start the recording. All right.
Do it.
Okay. Oh, I have to do the intro. I forgot about that. I have your new nickname ready to go.
Okay. Thinking.
I wonder. At one of these times, I'm gonna tell everybody all of your nicknames. You have like 30 now.
Across 3 seasons. Well, yeah.
You have like 30 nicknames.
Just over. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, that's a lot of scarf check. Should we put on a scarf?
As an actor,
Yeah.
how long would it take you to memorize all 30? Could you do it in an hour? If you give it an hour.
Yeah, I
And you
could
had
do
to say
it in an
without
hour.
a mistake. You had to do one cut,
Maybe,
one and done.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because here's the thing about acting, and this sounds so lame. It's supposed to sound organic and not rehearsed. I knew it.
How can you say the walking wanker or
yeah.
whatever you fucking called me
The
last week?
Sarunas skipper, the magnet
Yeah.
man with an organic. See, you're not just supposed to recite the lines.
You got
You're
to be.
supposed to- You got to be.
I don't even know who it was, but
I think I have a
anyway.
nerd alert.
Nerd.
That's our nerd alert. Okay, so 1 hour, I can't remember my son's name. So, all right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3. Oh, I think. Do you mind if during the show it goes, "Hi, it's the Carnival of the Damned"?
I thoroughly promote that. If it's LeChuck,
It is.
Okay, yeah.
If anyone happens to resub, that'll be the annoying.
amazing.
Okay, so
Well,
better than Robo.
in the last episode we called someone a robo hooker.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Live from Tokyo, Japan, this is Magic on the Blacktop, the only NBA podcast where two dudes open a pack of old NBA trading cards and draft a fantasy basketball team. My name is Peter, and with me, as always, is the Essex Assassin, the British Bully, the English Enigma, the Hospital Heckler, the Dork Disparager, the Charismatic Chauffeur, the Forrest Gump Faker, the Grand Gifter, the Walking Wanker, and the Taxi Taker, Mr. Ian Rudd.
Hello, everyone. Don't take this the wrong way.
Sure.
You used to put a lot more effort into those.
No, so see here's.
I told you I was taking a taxi about 15 minutes ago.
Here's why I got to. This is why I use it, because every time I take a taxi, you say, you live 10 minutes from me. If you fucking walk, just get on a bicycle. You own 8.
My point is not that. My point is the walking wanker. That's just offensive. And you said that because I was like, well, I thought this week was genuinely going to be like the sitting prick face or something like that. It's just offensive. The card holding. I can't say that word, but it's yeah.
I think the sitting brick face is way better.
But compare it to the Sarunas skipper, the real basketball related thought.
All right, the sitting brick face. All right.
No, that was
all right.
God.
All right, let me try to think, because okay, give me 1 second. I got the word, but
taxi?
No. I'm trying to. What's a synonym for regret or disappointment that starts with the letter N?
You feel a deep sense of. Is there one?
Well, that's the trouble I have every week.
Why specifically end? Oh, there is a word. You just can't think of it.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm just assuming there must be. I think let's see. A soggy biscuit. That's not what I'm looking for.
Like people. Okay, so just to clarify to the people listening at home, we for the last few episodes we have recorded the podcast live during Pete's stream. So when Pete randomly says things like soggy biscuit, he's not having a nervous breakdown. There is someone, in this case, Wolfie Bean Boy, said soggy biscuit.
Here we go. Nihilist.
So we annihilate.
Nihilist means like the end of the world. It's all terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. He is the Nash Nihilist. There you go.
Okay.
You're super disappointed that you got, Steve
I'm not
Nash.
disappointed I got Steve Nash. I am disappointed I used an all-star pick on him. I don't think he's quite that caliber yet.
All right, sitting prick face. you called me fathead once. That wasn't even a nickname. You just said it during the show.
I did. You annoyed me. I can't remember what it was. Did you? Maybe I got like a really good player, and then that's the thing. If a player comes up and we both in both of our packs today, neither of us can pick him. And I think it was the last card in one pack of yours, and I was like the rare occasion where I have an amazing player and Pete snatched him from under my nose.
Called me a fathead.
But anyway,
right, it has gotten personal. It has been getting personal. So, what is Magic on the Blacktop? Do you want me to introduce it?
I'd like to tell me. Yeah.
Magic on the Blacktop is the only NBA podcast where we have a unique system about it. We have these old trading cards. We started with 95, 96, went to 99, 2000, and these are 04, 05. Basically, Ian and I each get one random pack. We don't know what's inside. They've never been opened, part of the expensive appeal. After we rip the pack, we slowly look through the players and we reminisce about why that player was great or what their impact was on the team or the league, or if they had some scandalous life outside of the NBA. Kind of a way for us to remember the glory days of NBA. And then at the end of each episode, we each have about 10 cards. We have to pick one player from that pack to add onto our fantasy basketball team. At the end of 10, 12 episodes, depending on how many cards we've got, we run a simulation on a modern hardware that is from 04, 05. So looking at PS2, Dreamcast, and we simulate a best of 7 series to see who was the better GM. Season 1 can be found on Apple, Spotify, all those things. Season 2?
Yep, and they're all on the website, magicontheblacktop.com. There are links to all those different podcast providers. I'm glad we're no longer calling the simulation AI. Because there's nothing intelligent about those simulations.
About those things. But that's what we kind of do, and it's a lot of fun, and we're still learning the format. So season 1 was like each player at their absolute peak.
Yeah.
Accumulate, like Michael Jordan be a 99 across most stats.
Exactly. So if we pick a player who at this point in his career might be at the very tail end of their career, but they were amazing a long time ago, we would take them at their best. However, if you think about it, when you're doing the video game, there's not going to be a video game where every player's at their best. So he has to modify the stats, and it was just it wasn't good. So the second season, like we're doing this season, we choose players and they're based on this moment in time. So there are players here which we'll pick, and it might be their first year in the NBA, so not actually going to be that good in the video game. However, they would go on to do great things. Steve Nash, case in point.
Notably, I passed on LeBron James.
Yes.
For Kobe Bryant.
Or you. How did you recover? But so that's that. And then one other thing that we've added to this season 3, we keep modifying it each year to try and make it as fun as possible, is we can only have up to 3 All-Stars on each of our teams. And we're talking about All-Stars from the previous 3 years to these cards being released. So from 2001 to 2004. That means that we do have some really tough decisions. It's not just the best players in the pack. Yeah. We've both used 2 of our All-Star packs. We got 5 cards left. Right. 4 cards left.
There's 4 more packs.
4 more packs.
This is episode 8, and there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5, yeah.
Neither of us can count. So bad.
Well, it's our 8 plus 4, yeah.
Okay.
Wait. I got an All-Star last week in Ben Wallace.
You did?
Big Ben Wallace.
You did.
And so we're both at 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And this is called a pauper draft. We were going to settle on just 2 All-Stars, but we might try that in the future. And one small aspect of this that is maybe going to continue, maybe not. Depends on how busy we end up getting. There is a audience participation element. We encourage you to follow along you could have, on the preseason, registered your team. So, for example, Clevelanders. Mm-hmm. So Cleveland's got a team. Dorothy's got a team. Darren's got a team. So there are about 30 user teams that are also drafting along with us. They don't have the stipulation of choosing my pack or Ian. They have a total 20 players to choose from.
We actually met with one of the GMs of the other teams last week.
I hate that guy.
Sven from the Poop Heads.
Yeah, his mascot is my face with a swirling shit on top.
But admit, that's the best you've ever looked.
It was really nice. It did do me well. So that is what the thing is. If you'd like to join that, there is a Discord that you can join on Magic on the Blacktop. Or you can check out the website. Honestly, it's just 2 guys having some banter. And, but...
That's all it is.
But this week, I do want to try to focus on, as instead of just blatant disappointment that we have a rookie standing on a ladder doing whatever, we should try to give some context of why they shouldn't be on our team in terms of our makeup.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to... But the problem is, as soon as one of us gets a good player, the other person becomes immediately pissed off. Yeah, and true. It just devolves into insults. But we will see. Okay, so before we get into it, we do a little thing called the mystery player. I can't say who last week's mystery player was because this show will go out on Friday next week. Because we were a month late with the last show.
All-Star break. It was the All-Star break.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say who last week's was, but this week's one. Okay. Today's clue is. Okay. This is to the people listening at home. If you know it in the chat, please say. Okay. Very simple one. This player turned coach got his nickname because when he was a kid, he went to a basketball camp wearing another player's t-shirt. And he got named after him. That's the worst clue I've ever given. Can you make that into an understandable sentence?
Yeah. I think you sound like Jabba the Hutt there. Basically, he showed up to was it an AA, like a kids camp?
Basketball camp.
Okay, so he showed up to a basketball camp wearing the jersey or T-shirt of another famous player?
So and then a coach at that camp started calling him that, and that lasted throughout his whole career to this day.
So that would be the equivalent of me going to a basketball camp at the age of 17, but I'm wearing a Shaquille O'Neal jersey.
And you were called...
And he called me Pete Diesel.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or
the big...
Aristotle or
the
something
big
like that.
or whatever, yeah. So that's interesting. That is an interesting clue.
Yeah.
It took 2 of us to translate it.
Still,
it's like a Monkey Island quiz.
Someone's got it already. Don't mention it, because for the people listening, but someone has got it.
Well, they can't mention it.
Okay.
You told them to type in chat.
I know, but you don't mention it.
I thought you meant me. I thought you were like,
no, these guys, awesome. Yeah. That is correct, but don't say it out loud because people are going to listen to it. I don't imagine the people listening to this are going to watch your videos on Twitch.
I don't blame them. So, okay, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to before we get to the packs, anything new going on in your life lately? Nothing? Okay, well, I heard there's rumblings that you're trying to convince me to get some sort of an office.
Right, let's put it to chat. So Pete is moving to China?
Yeah.
Essentially,
in between China and Japan.
he's somehow technically in Tokyo, the same way that those islands in the Pacific are still Tokyo. They got a Tokyo postcard. I went to visit him. It took me 3 trains to get to his new place. We had a little look around.
1 rickshaw and a ferry and then a horse ride.
I think we had Sherpas at one point, but we got there. And so what I was thinking is this, right? So recently, is it fair to say we've both become freelancers?
Well,
Is that a good way of putting it?
I hate when you lump me in with what you're doing, but sure, go ahead. We're free.
We don't work for the man anymore.
No, we work for ourselves.
Badly. But so what I was thinking was, I really was thinking about so I've moved in January and Pete's about to move, but there's one part of Tokyo we really like it. It's close to here. There's a really good Mexican restaurant that we go to with Johnny Mull. There is a really good bar there. So a really nice hub.
Good. And there's the table tennis place.
Exactly.
The barbecue. Yeah.
So I was thinking there is the building I used to live in. Only about half the apartments in there are used for people living there. The other half are for offices. And it's my old boss who owns the building, and he told me one's coming up. So I was thinking of just renting it for myself and just working from there every day. Because working from home, I don't get anything done. I go to cafes, but I'd love to have my own kind of, go to the office in the morning. I was thinking setting up 3 desks in there. Me, you, maybe someone else.
Yeah.
3 of us, we split the rent 3 ways. It's $250 a month. And we get to hang out and just, it'll be, like I said to you in the chat, within a week, it'll just be empty beer cans and Domino's boxes covering them.
My fear would be that I'd have to tell you a week in advance, I'm starting my trek to make it there. And then when I finally arrived, you'd be like, I forgot to open the door.
Exactly.
The thing that is, one thing that I'm interested in is, could I have mail sent there?
Exactly.
Like, if I could have like a P.O. box or
It's going to be the Artedly address. It can be the Premier 2 address.
So I could get scarves from people. Because they've been like, 2 people. They were like, I want to send you a scarf.
You pay $200 for a post box.
You would?
You would.
Oh. They're like $2.99.
I wouldn't. But...
so yeah, I got a new apartment. Yuki and I closed on the deal on last like 2 or 3 days ago or something like that. And it's exciting, but 0.65% interest. Pretty good.
Very good. Better than I got.
Yeah, my Yuki's dad was like, he said, it's like you're renting in heaven. I was like, heaven charges interest?
Can I?
But yeah.
Can I mention, I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing.
No, go ahead.
So Pete occasionally shows me the videos that Yuki's dad sends him.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever mentioned these on chat?
No, but...
They're just silent, right? And it's just him doing moves with nunchucks.
It's insane. Like, check this one out.
Basically saying, if you make my daughter...
Look at this.
This is where you get sent.
Should I?
Well, don't show me. I've seen it. Show them.
He's the coolest man on the planet.
Yeah.
And I say
but these
that
subtle
under
threats
duress.
are hilarious.
Yeah.
These subtle
he's amazing. But he likes the show too. Well, at least he
Magic
says.
on the Blacktop?
No, not that one.
That's what we're doing right now.
Well, I meant the other show that I've employed in. Let me send this to myself. He has 3 black belts. That's what her dad has. And he decided that at the age of like 60, he was like, you know what? I want to learn nunchucks. I was like, okay.
Can they see it? Have you set
No, I'm setting it up. This is what they see. It's just us. Yeah. I have to. I gotta send it to myself.
Okay.
And then I gotta go down here. And we gotta download it.
I thought you'd just show your phone like that.
No. So this is her dad, and he is an absolute giga chad. This is him down there. Now, watch this 5-second tutorial of badassery. I don't even know who took this video. What the shit is he doing? That's so sick.
I reckon you could take him.
I feel like, take him. He's going to take me to the bank, the blood bank, and I'm going to get killed by him. But that's her dad. He is actually genuinely awesome. He taught English at a junior high school in like Saitama somewhere. And he's been like...
Lived in the UK?
He did. He lived there for 4 years. So it's kind of an interesting story. This is totally... You got to cut this from the podcast, I imagine. But really quickly, he owned a loteria chain. And he was so tired of watching all of his employees get no benefits. And like he felt like, I'm draining my life away. He had just had Yuki as a as a child. And he said, yeah, you know what? I'm done with this. Went back to school, got a degree, went to the UK for 6 months or whatever to learn, what they do over there. Came back and started teaching in junior high school for 20 years. What a gigadad.
Gigadad indeed.
All right. But, so nothing new going on in your life. So yeah, I'll think about the apartment/office.
That would be fun though, right?
It would be
if we
fun,
had a space, it'll have a sofa bed, we can occasionally crash there. A little chat group, say, guys, I'm crashing at the pad tonight. And it'll be me, you, maybe Cody, maybe another fella, or it's the Van Gang Studios.
The Van Gang Studios. All right, I'll think about it. And then the other thing, nothing new in my life, so cool. All right, I'm going to the UK soon. I'm looking forward to a full English breakfast. Other than that, we have one more episode that we'll try to film before we go
We have to, yeah, next week.
Yes,
Next
for
week.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so almost to the packs, but we got a Johnkin. And what position are you targeting this week?
I would like. Well, position-wise, I think I'm fairly balanced. I just want a good player.
You just want a good player.
I want. I've said it before. My team is starting to take shape, and I'll be the first to admit my team is not as good as yours right now. However, it's going to be. I think I'm going to live and die by the three. I've got a lot of 3-point shooters. So, although I don't have a particularly good big, a Mecha Okafor, terrible. If Ray Allen comes up, I'm using my all-star pick on him.
What?
And I'm just going to bombard you from all directions with three. I've got Steve Nash, I've got Alan Houston, I've got Peja Stojakovic. It's going to be the three ball.
I see.
And we'll see what happens.
I've got Amari Stoudemire.
I'm going to lose by 150 points is what happens.
I've got Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
And I've got Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
And they play the same position technically at power forward, but Ben Wallace
But both of those can play both. Yeah.
I'm looking for a small forward or a guy who can dish the rock.
Okay.
I'm looking for a creator. I'm hoping like Jason Williams or like...
J. Will came up in my pack.
I know. I'm looking for somebody who's not on the all-star list because
Yeah.
I'd rather have... Because I got Kobe, and I think he's going to take the ball a lot.
What players would come up that you would use your all-star pick on?
I gotta go
be Shaq.
Diesel. He's my guy.
Yeah,
and then I would try to flex Amari over to small forward.
Yeah.
Could you do that? Is he a small forward?
I mean, I say just do what you want. The game will figure it
No,
out.
I know, but I mean, like, could he play it? Do you think in the modern? Is he a stretch four?
No.
No, he's more of a power forward.
Was yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Tim Duncan. I know. I'm not a big fan of Tim Duncan.
I love Timmy D. I'll take Dirk. I'll take.
Dirk would be fun.
In this, if
04,
the
05?
absolute, because like I said, we've got 5 weeks left. We've only got one all-star pick left, but the absolute 100% players I think are still Shaq, Kevin Garnett,
I hate him.
Dirk Nowitzki,
Yeah.
Tim Duncan,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say Ray Allen just because he's the best 3-point shooter in the game, probably.
No, and then somebody says, never forget the Essex Jammers beat the Kansas City Blockers 4-1. It was 4-2. I won 2 games.
I don't know about
And
that.
then it went to game 7 and there was a lot of close games season 1. So and the Chief tried to kill everybody. Let me go back to our All-Star selections really quick because I like to load that up.
Okay.
All right. Jermaine O'Neal, we passed on. I would like Andre Kirilenko. You passed on him. Is AI still in the league? Is he still any good?
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
It's like a peak of his powers.
Oh, I want Allen Iverson then. I want AI.
I forgot to mention.
I
I forgot to mention AI. Yeah, AI would be the other
Hey,
one.
that's a point guard right there that I would love to have with Kobe. And all right, so there we go. So,
Shaq and AI
have not come up.
I think the whole base deck basically comes up in these. It's the specials that don't. So they're in these packs.
What about Yao Ming?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
There's so many good.
All right. So
And this is why I regret picking Steve Nash as an all-star. So anyway,
Saishol, good, Junkin, point.
You won one.
Oh, give me my packs. Oh, I can smell Shaq and AI right around here. Come on.
And I want to smell Shaq.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right here.
I'm taking the one next to it.
The big smell. Here you go. So Ian gets my pack. I get Ian's pack, and I want you to read my player first.
Okay.
I want to start this off with a bang. To the packs. All right. I'm not even going to open your shit yet until I get some results.
And bubblegum?
No. No more surgery. Although now, it can't get stuck.
Well, it probably can.
Okay.
Somewhere else. You go straight to your brain or something. You have a player.
Let's go.
He's a rookie.
Let's not go.
I've never heard of him. Genuinely
Let's
never heard
go!
of him. You've got David Harrison.
David Harrison. I think I went to school with him.
Well, he is from I don't think it even tells you where he's from. They don't care about him. Okay.
Parts unknown.
From parts unknown, 7 foot tall. You said you wanted a big guy.
I said I wanted a big.
250 pounds.
That is big.
Acquired via draft. He was drafted 29th overall. A football prospect.
Okay.
At Nashville's Brentwood Academy.
Ah, it's Tennessee.
Harrison prospered in the rough and tumble action under the boards while playing for Colorado, a first team in the All Big 12 honoree. No one cares.
Okay.
Right. Fun fact, because these are often quite good. These
are the best parts of it.
David's father, Dennis, is a former Philadelphia Eagle who's now an assistant coach. Is this an American football card that got put in? But I mean, he's holding a basketball, but he's not playing against anyone. I always get this confused. Is it this one? To zoom in?
Zoom in, yes.
There he is.
Yeah, let me get out of the way.
Look at David Harrison.
Damn, he's huge though.
He's a big boy. Huh?
Number 30. Is he on the Pacers in that?
Is that the right one? He is on the Pacers. So what were you saying? We're going to talk about why you wouldn't pick him.
So yeah, I think the thing is
give us your insights on David Harrison.
Well, as I know, I'm looking for a big, but we're looking for somebody who has a bit more production.
Someone we've heard of.
Someone we've heard of. I feel like we might need a new alert. So I'm gonna record 3 things. It's the Who alert. That way it'll be like, I had the nerd alert, and this will be the.
Can we have a Kobe? Or we just yeet it out the. Kobe
no.
Gets.
So I'll go first. I'm gonna record mine, okay? And then you got to think of your own.
Kobe.
No. It's not a name. You got to say the word "who," but in a unique way. So, for example, I got it first. So.
Okay. Who?
All right. So and then I'll play all 3 at the same, and you can go, "Who the hell?" or something like that. And then we'll have the "who" button that I'll play every time we've never heard of someone. This is what I want to do.
Okay.
So it's your turn to record something. Are you ready? 3. Oh, wait, 3. Wait. 2, 1.
The hell is that?
Okay. And I'll go one more. Get him the hell out of here. And that's it. So now.
Yeah, bum. Okay.
Wait.
Who?
Get him the hell out of here. There you go. Perfect. Yeah. That's my Who alert.
Well, David Harrison, there you have it. Not a good start for the Kansas Blockers.
And not a good start to my Who alert, but I feel I feel bad about it. So rude. What if he listens to this podcast and he can message us directly? And
can someone see what David Harrison is up to nowadays? You don't know. Might have made something himself.
You know, that was one of the things we used to do on the podcast because of the long form nature of it. We would Google people and see what they did. And
it was. I think we did it once or twice, and it was really interesting. One guy went sailing. You remember that? Went on a boat and never came back, and there was a mystery. He was killed, I think.
Yeah.
And then someone else was dated Madonna, and then it was all these kind of.
I think that was the same guy.
Yeah, it was. Right?
Yeah. So, but the thing, I think the old episodes we focused way too much on stats. I'd be like 8-time All-Star, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year,
field goal percentage
59.7%, true shooting. All right, your first player. It's the tiny card, little tiny card.
As was yours.
He's a Los Angeles Clipper standing at 6'10", 221, and he was the first round pick, 8th overall via the draft in 2002, the year I graduated high school, the year of Marcus Fizer. Great player.
Is it Marcus Fizer?
It's not.
Oh.
In 03-04, Chris Wilcox, in his second season, he tripled his minutes and showed signs of readiness for a greater role. He led the team in field goal percentage with one of his buzzer tip-ins, ending a 13-game losing streak. On April 13th in Phoenix, he hit 11 of 15 field goals for a season-high 24 points. Chris Wilcox is a forward. He's got about 9 points a game, 5 boards. Fun fact, as a 7th grader, Chris was cut from his middle school team, a memory he still uses as motivation.
Well, he's not going to get cut from the Essex Jams.
Because he's not being drafted.
He's not getting anywhere near that team.
I thought he was okay.
Darren has found something. On September 14th, 2015, Harrison decided to return to basketball and signed with the Las Vegas Dealers of the upcoming America League. Have you heard that?
Yeah, no.
However, the league folded after it was discovered the founder was a con artist. Yeah, the kind of facts we like. Cheers, Darren.
Thank you. See, there is some value to that.
Okay.
So that's Chris Wilcox. On the picture, he's coming up with a big thigh slamma jamma.
Chrissy Wilcox.
So he was a lottery pick.
So I've heard of him, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good. I don't know, not bad, but you want someone we want someone productive, and the good thing about this this season is that there's going to be role players. Not everyone's going to be an all-star, but I would hope that my role players have slightly better stats
The 9 a game?
Yeah, and that's his best stat. So yeah, no, thank you.
Harrison took a job at McDonald's in August of 2013. He left his position after 2 weeks.
Oh, damn it, David.
Well, I feel like from David to Chris to
The Cat. That name ring a bell? His nickname is The Cat. He's still playing now. Like, you occasionally see him in like YouTube, like playing in like runs, and he's still very good. I think he played in the 3-on-3.
Yeah.
And he's got cool grey hair now. He's a very handsome man. It's Coutinho Mobley.
Wow, Coutinho Mobley.
AKA The Cat.
Damn, I haven't seen Coutinho. I haven't thought of that guy since 2005.
He was, I remember him being, he did really well, considering he was the 41st pick of the draft. He had a good career. Him and Steve Francis.
The franchise.
Were a very good backcourt together.
He was an all-star.
At the Rockets. So last year, Coutinho Mobley, 15.8 points a game.
Not bad. What position does he play? Forward?
He's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard?
Yep.
How tall is he?
6'4". The Cat is a shooting guard, a consistent scorer with an energetic floor game. Mobley departs Houston for Orlando. Oh, yeah, I remember that. On a roll of 5 consistent seasons with 15 plus points a game. He set personal highs in 03-04 in three-pointers and assists. Fun fact. He drained a game-winning three-pointer with 19.2 seconds remaining in his first NBA game. That's a way to introduce yourself to the league.
Damn. So Coutinho Mobley, the lefty killer, that's what they call him. Also, one guy said. That's what Darren said. So let's see. I might actually be keen on Coutinho.
I mean, he's good.
I hate that it's always block my face.
Can we just keep that there the entire... Am I right in saying he wouldn't be the worst player?
No, not on my team. Kerry Kittles might be...
He might be my best player, I think. He'd certainly get above Eric Snow.
All right, next up, you've got a Washington Wizard who I have heard of. Good player. He was also drafted 8th overall. So you're going back-to-back with 8th overall draft picks in the first round. In 1998, he is a guard, originally thought of as a 6th man in 03-04. He stepped up for the injured starter Jerry Stackhouse and led the Wizards in total points. Got 19 a game.
Last season?
Well, yeah.
He averaged 19?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought you meant like last year. I was like, no, he retired. Yes, last year.
Oh.
His game highs were 43, 38, and 36, and he posted the top rebound total of his career with the game of 13. You're looking at a guy who has 19 points a game, almost 2 steals, 3 dimes, and 5 boards.
Oh, I genuinely can't figure out who he is. Give me a second.
Larry Hughes.
Oh, okay.
Larry Hughes. That's a great player.
That could be good.
Larry is mentioned in a Murphy Lee song, which, if you don't, do you know who Murphy Lee is?
Was he a rapper along with Nelly?
He was. Let's
good?
go. He was part of the Saint Lunatics.
Okay.
I love Murphy Lee. St. Louis, the Blues, D. Miles, and Larry Hughes. That was the rap lyrics. So Murphy Lee, notably, his first song was called Batter Up, right? And he was like 17 or 16 when he dropped that with Nelly and the gang. Oh, I love Murphy Lee.
St. Louis Cardinals.
I think a lot of them were doing the Rams stuff.
Okay, well, Batter Up. That's what I thought.
Batter Up, I think maybe, yeah. You know, you're right, though. Here is Mr. Hughes. Look at that. Look at that guy.
See, that's good because it at least puts me at rest that regardless of how badly this show goes, that's not an awful... I've had worse. Far worse.
Yeah, I mean, we both had. But also, Murphy, one of my favorite lyrics, he said, I got so many keys you think I'm valet parking. That's pretty slick. Better than the Larry Hughes.
What's Murph up to now, do you know?
I think he's dead. No, I'm kidding. He's not. I think he and Nelly had a kind of a comeback recently. He's been doing remixes of like his old songs, but like in a jazzy way on YouTube. And it's funny hearing like Country Grammar or like Ride With Me, but it's kind of like jazzy and it has like 8 cameras set up.
Wow.
And it's really
Is it like a lounge act kind of like...
It's really cool though, but I'm happy with it. Anyway, Larry Hughes was smooth as butter. So you at least got one good player. I've got my good player.
You might have, but he's certainly not this card.
Oh.
You've got Antonio Burks.
Oh, baby.
He was drafted 36 overall. Last season... Okay, 16 points a game.
Hey, all right, that's not bad.
No.
That was college. Okay.
It said Memphis, and he's also playing for the Grizzlies. This is very confused. What? Wait, I'm thoroughly confused. Hold on. It says rookie. He's wearing an NBA uniform, clearly playing in an NBA game.
Yes.
For the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes.
It says rookie, but it says collegiate record at Memphis. What the fuck is going on with this card? This is the most
He's
confusing
a
card.
homegrown
He's
talent.
an enigma.
He's an enigma.
He might confuse my players. Antonio impressed Magic Johnson with his play and fast talk in a pickup game several years ago.
That's like when he was like 18 or 19.
Well, I mean, he was
like
when he's
20.
11, I think.
Okay, so
Anyway, he was a basketball player. Do you want Antonio Burks? Says he's a rookie. I don't believe him, considering there's photographic evidence of him playing in an NBA game.
there he is. Please block my face. There we go. Rookie card. You can see we can read. It does say rookie quite clearly. Okay.
Right.
And
No
you're
more
mad
crying.
that I call you sitting prick face and you throw cards at me. Your next guy is a guy who I hope isn't listening because I'm sure to butcher his name.
Cheryl Ford.
Rashol Nesterovic.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
Okay. What position did he play, tough guy?
Power forward, but he could shoot it.
He's a center. Who
Okay.
can shoot it. 7 foot 250 for the Spurs. Nesterovic started all 82 games in his first season as a Spur, ably handling the unenviable assignment of succeeding David Robinson. That is unenviable. You got to take over the Twin Towers of Tim Duncan and the Admiral.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? When you have such a powerful combo as that, and when they start to age, and whoever comes in to replace that, they're never going to quite match up to the standards of the Admiral set.
The Admiral,
Yeah.
who won that scoring title over like Shaq when he
70
scored
in a game.
70 points on like the last game.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where Nesterovic is from, so I'll stop with my Eastern
Bosnia and
European.
Herzegovina.
Okay, you're just guessing too.
Yeah.
He finished 11th in the NBA in blocks, as
Oh.
well as 7th in offensive rebounds. His game highs were 23 points and 15 boards. So you're looking at a guy who's got 9 points a game, 8 boards, and
Yeah.
2 blocks.
Yeah.
His fun fact, Rasho says he'd like to visit Brazil because fun all the time, everybody dancing, everybody happy.
They didn't have to quote him word for word. That's just rude. Like,
That's so...
like if I was interviewed in like a
Japanese. Go ahead and
Japanese
say it, yeah.
magazine, which I'm telling you, I've got an interview at Tokyo Weekender magazine. How about that? A little art thing. But anyway, it's in English.
Yeah, I was going to say, good luck.
But if I was to be interviewed in Japanese, I would at least hope that my butchering of the language, they would at least
Yeah.
add like a couple of.
I feel like it was the one time I was offensive giving a voice, and then later on, it's the only time I've been
The card is actually more offensive than your.
fun all the time.
Mock Eastern European
Everybody dancing, everybody happy. That should be our motto.
Can I see him? I want to remember
He's
what he
always
looks like.
dancing and happy.
There he is. Look at Rasho.
Everybody dancing.
That's not the player I thought he was.
Everybody
talking about.
dancing. Everybody happy.
Okay. Your next card.
Yeah.
You want the good news or the bad news?
I want the bad news first, so we have some positives.
It's not a card you can pick,
It's an insert.
but it's the best kind.
Is it the jersey ones?
Oh, it's the second best kind.
The art ones, the comics. Okay.
And it's Iggy, one of my favorite all-time players, Andre Iguodala. Because these cards are made by Bazooka, which Pete informs me what made comic books with bubblegum.
Yep.
And look, we got a little card, Andre Iguodala. This one actually looks no, it doesn't. There we go. It's Andre Iguodala. And Pete, do you want to explain what's going on in this card?
Sure. I see. It's a play on words, right? So here's the card, and Allen Iverson is talking to his new teammate, Andre Iguodala, presumably, and he goes, "My initial impression is, I like this guy." And Andre Iguodala replies, "Aye, aye, sir." AI.
Because they were both AI.
Yeah.
They were both
AI, sir. But you
Yeah.
kind of say, "Aye, aye, sir."
Yeah.
But it has a nice little word play.
It's one of the better ones, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad, these cards with the jokes, but it's not a bad one.
Zona Cat has the answer. Joins AI in Philly. Zona Cat. Is that his nickname?
Oh, well, he played for Arizona.
Yeah, so I guess he's the Zona. Yeah, Zona Cat. Finals MVP Iguodala.
Indeed.
Still playing.
No,
He retired?
no. He's on the roster.
I mean,
He
yeah.
hasn't stepped on the
I
court
meant
this year.
still in the league.
Yeah, technically. He hasn't been on the court there.
I guess we're skipping mine. Or
Unless you have an insert.
I have a. I'll just do your next player.
Is that a tattoo card?
Yeah, it's just ugly tattoo shit.
You're worried to show them because they're going to say, put it on your face or
And then I'm
something
going to go to the
like that.
hospital again when it's like permanent somehow because it's been sitting in there and I've got it on my forehead. All right. You have Denver Nugget luminary Vashawn Leonard. Well, I actually do know of. 6'4", 205. He was the Bucs' second-round pick, 46th overall in 1994. You're looking at an over 10-year vet. He was signed as a free agent quietly. Not how you want your...
Very hush-hush. They didn't want uproar from the fans, the local fan base.
You don't want to have your description of your card say quietly.
Snuck in the back door, signed the contract.
Quietly, Leonard scored the most points of his 9-year career in 03-04, looking long known for his long ball, cross-court long shot. He dethroned Peja Stojakovic at the Foot Locker three-point shootout during All-Star Weekend.
I got Pager on my team.
Yeah, you guys could have a friendly rivalry. On December 20th versus Seattle, he knocked down 7 trifectas. Do you remember calling threes trifectas?
I still do.
And how about trays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason I still play, just to kind of live that mid-90s.
Yeah.
We still use
a
those
trifecta.
words.
We haven't used that in forever.
My favorite was, and you know what? My favorite ever, like, kind of basketball thing like that, you still use it. I don't think it's intentionally for a basketball thing, but you still use it on your show.
What do I say?
You say, like, come right this way, your table's ready.
Oh, yeah. I think that's like you're talking about the Bob Costas thing?
I don't know, but there was a guy, they fired him, but there was a guy, you used to watch, NBA.com top 10, because before, like 10, 15 years ago, NBA highlights.
I remember this, yeah.
They didn't used to have them on YouTube.
Yeah, they had them on the NBA.com, yeah.
And there was one commentator who was like a real straight guy, and the other guy was a bit
the ESPN
edgy with
style.
It. And I remember one thing he always used to say, when someone shot a three, he'd be like, table of three?
Or no, party of three, your table is ready.
I fucked out. Do that again because I want to cut that out of the actual podcast.
Okay, go ahead, cut it.
Party of three, your table's ready.
That's pretty good.
So you do something similar.
I do. When I get raided, it depends on, like, I'll say, depending on how many people are in the raid, I'll say, party of 7, your table is right this way. Maybe I somehow got that into my brain from that same program.
Right. Well, that's a good thing. We're talking about trifectas, we're talking about trays, talking about table of threes. Does that mean he is a good three-point shooter? I don't really remember much about Vashawn Leonard, to be honest with you.
I had the wrong side. Yeah, he's actually pretty good. But his fun fact, Vashawn is known for tagging nicknames on teammates, such as Slacks, Seeds, and Huggy Bear.
Well, not good nicknames. I don't know any of who he's referring to.
Well, Slacks is a cool name.
Yeah, but who is it? If they were a good nickname.
That guy who never wears shorts. He's like, Seeds is kind of like, that could be...
He doesn't tell you who they're...
No. He averaged, though, 14 a game.
Yeah.
At 3 boards. And you're going with Larry Hughes right now, I think.
Exactly.
Okay. So you have that player. So, though I had Iguodala as my unavailable choice.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, he's your best card so far.
I'll
that's
take
not
that.
saying a lot.
No.
You last week called him inadvertently a robot hooker. It's Josh Howard.
Oh, yeah, he's all right.
Dallas Mavericks last season, 8.6 point a game. So not really into. It's still early in his career, I suppose. But Josh says his craziest ambition is to be the mayor of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The locale of Wake Forest, where we presume he went.
I guess. I need Big Shaq Diesel, but yeah, we had him last week. He's a serviceable role player. I could see him being like a 9th person on my bench, hopefully.
But I think compared to Antonio Burks, well, no, you got the cat. You got Katino Mobley. He's probably your best player. So.
Well, you want to show them your card? And I think I forgot to show them Vashawn Leonard. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. All right, next up, we have your gold card. Ibrahim Kutal. Ibrahim.
Just don't. Just Ibrahim. Yeah. Tell me about Ibrahim.
Kutale?
No, Kutale.
Is it Kutale?
Yes.
But see, this is confusing because it says Kutluay. How do you do a T and an L? Kutluay? Kutule? What? All right. Ibrahim.
You got Ibrahim. Okay.
6'6", 200, not drafted, signed as a free agent.
Yeah.
And signing Kutule, I think it's Kutule. I do.
I think it's Kutale because I think he's come up before and I think you called him Kutale. So that's what I'm basing it on.
The
so
Sonics referred to him as one of the world's best shooters.
And
said he had been on their radar since he was 18.
Yeah, I remember
this. A tremendous catch and shoot player with range to everywhere. He averaged 14 points per game in the EuroLeague play.
Yeah.
And fun fact, in 2 exhibition games against the U.S. men's national team in 04,
Yeah.
Ebo,
Well, I like that name.
that's cool. Ebo sunk 12 of 23 point shot attempts. Boy, he didn't hesitate to fire that. So this is, if you guys know who this is. Whoops.
Oh, did he die in the swimming pool? Is that guy? Do you remember there's a guy?
I hope
Not to put negativity on it, but he might have died in the swimming pool. That's not a funny thing,
No,
but
hopefully Ebo did not. Like
well,
rescuing
but
someone?
somebody died in a swimming when we were talking about him, and someone posted in chat. So hopefully, Ebo is all right. He's still with
Hopefully
us.
he's still with us, yeah.
But either way, he's not getting on my team.
I understand. What about my guy?
Well, you got a dilemma. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, that sounds good.
Because you have got a fantastic player.
Well, what's wrong? What's the dilemma?
A fantastic player.
The same position as somebody I already have that's good.
Yep, this is an all-star, an absolute all-star. And when we were talking about players that you would absolutely 100% pick, his name didn't come up, but by God, should it have?
All right, let me think then. T-Mac?
Yes.
Oh, that's so easy. That's ridiculous. It's Tracy McGrady.
You're Tracy McGrady.
Oh, man. I mean, you can't tell me that T-Mac, Kobe, and Wallace.
Ebo's alive.
Ebo's alive. All right, Ebo is alive.
Thank you, Darren.
Don't worry, guys.
You got T-Mac.
He's great.
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
Scored, what was it, like 13 straight points in about 30 seconds in that one
It
game
was
against
like
the Spurs.
18 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, though, because he's definitely a shooting guard.
Last season, 28 points a game.
Wow.
Whew, you got Kobe and T-Mac. I mean...
But you can't play both those guys.
This is it. So, battling through injuries through much of 03-04, McGrady still became the 9th player in NBA history to win back-to-back scoring titles, a top scorer in the league last season. One of his parting gifts to the Magic before being traded was a team record 62-point tour de force against Washington. 62 points in a game. That is ridiculous. Fun fact, in a 2000 game, McGrady got 5 rebounds on one play, finally being fouled, putting back the 5th one. That's the rubbish. What? Can you read that? Can you make sense of that?
Wait. In a 2000 game, McGrady got 5 rebounds on one play, finally being fouled, putting back the 5th.
Yeah, I just can't read.
You just can't read. It's easy as hell.
I'm still furious you got T.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough one, though. Kobe could bring the ball up the court, couldn't he? He did that like for 8 years.
We're not being super strict about positions. We're going to put them into the video game, see what happens. However, I mean, this is the thing about the pauper draft. Ordinarily, last season, yes, please, you'd have had Tracy.
Oh,
McGrady
yeah,
on
I
the
would have
team.
had T-Mac. We would have had different teams.
Okay.
All right, your next player is a guy I love to hate because I genuinely hated him and the league. He's part of that Pistons team where the only likable player was Ben Wallace.
I like Chauncey Billups.
It's not Mr. Big Shot.
No, but I liked him.
Okay, I hate him. He had the length. He was wiry and he was super thin, but he was a king on the court. But in his name, he was a prince.
Okay.
Tayshaun Prince.
Yep, he came out second time he's come up.
6'9", 215. That's being generous on the weight. With Ben Wallace patrolling the interior, the tough perimeter defensive assignments fell to Prince in 03-04. He was key to the Pistons compiling the 3rd lowest opponent's points per game in NBA history. They were such a good defensive team. That was
those
insane.
Pistons.
Yeah.
They were.
In addition, he ranked 3rd among second-year forwards in points per game. Fun fact, Tays, Dominguez, high school teams won 96 of 105 games, including a state title during his tenure.
Yeah.
So, obviously very good. Now, let's look at the T-Mac. Here's Tayshaun over here. there you go. You got these two guys. So, really quick, though, about what are your memories of T-Mac, really quick? Do you have any, besides that 18-point game?
I know that Kobe said he's the best player you ever played against.
What?
Which is what an accolade that is.
Which do you like more? The Vince Carter T-Mac Raptors teams or the Yao Ming T-Mac Rockets teams?
Yao Ming T-Mac Rockets teams. Vince Carter and T-Mac are cousins.
Yeah.
Very cool. But they were very young on that team. I mean, that was part of the charm of it. But that T-Mac and Yao Ming, that combo, that was so good. That was so good. So yeah.
Tayshaun, do you think he was pretty good?
Tayshaun, really good. I think he came up in week 1 maybe, because I remember talking about a game where he was at Kentucky and he scored the first 5 offenses of the game against like UNC, like a big rivalry game, and he scored 5 threes back to back.
What?
And it's still on YouTube probably. But yeah, Tayshaun was very good. I got a decision to make. But yeah, I think obviously T-Mac is the best player we've had come up since Kobe, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. He's very, very good.
And you just got to decide whether that counts.
That's my last All-Star.
No Shaq for you if you go that
no
way.
No Shaq for me. No Tim Duncan, no KG, no Dirk. I think that if I took T-Mac, my one big issue would definitely be size.
Yeah.
And I'd have to start really prioritizing interior, although I got Joe Johnson as a shooting guard too.
Yeah, Kerry Kittles, all kinds of options. Al Harrington, big man.
Is that my guy?
No, you've already got him.
Okay.
Seemingly you forgot. Okay, your next player.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring up the energy. Got 2 last cards to go.
Okay, well you have, yes.
Do I have 2 as well?
Well, what do you mean bring up the energy?
I feel like we're dipping.
I'm thinking about Joe Johnson, Kobe. Okay, go ahead.
He's a rookie.
Yay!
Last season at St. Joseph's University, 20.6 points a game. He'd go on to have a very good NBA career with the Orlando Magic originally, and he played for years, it seemed. He was a point guard. Ring any bells? Stocky point guard. He's 6 foot tall. Let me read a little bit about him and see if you can work out who he is. He has a note from Coach Phil Martelli's son, a teammate, saying, "You are his favorite son."
Oh, that's tough.
That's
kind of dark.
That's a bit. That sounds like evidence in a future murder.
Okay.
Playing with a huge heart and a distinct flair, this guy captured the nation's attention while leading St. Joseph's to an undefeated 27-0 regular season in 03-04. He was the consensus National Player of the Year and the Hawks' top career scorer. Drafted first round by the Denver Nuggets, now playing for the Orlando Magic, Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson, he was good, man.
Yeah, he went on to have a really good career, but he was in the NBA for like a long time.
Did he play for the Pacers?
No.
Never.
I don't think so.
Steve Francis was a Rocket. He was already an All-Star by this point. But yeah, Jameer Nelson, damn. Yeah, he was good. Well, I mean, that would have been an ideal card or player that I would like. But this is really getting to be tough because he's too young, obviously. I don't think that's going to translate to the video game aspect.
Yeah.
But your guy will. He's the caveman, Chris Kaman.
Okay, is he an all-star? He
I
might
would
be.
absolutely be.
He was an all-star. He was an all-star. I'd count him.
Not this version. He was drafted. Wait, this is only his second year. Never mind. He must be he's a youngin.
Is he trash?
Well, no, but he's 7 foot 268. He was their 6th overall pick last year for the Clippers.
Yeah.
As only the 2nd rookie Clipper ever to play 82 games. Also, Michael Brooks in 80-81. Kaman was 2nd among NBA frosh. I hate that word. That's the kind of guys who have hair like me, and they're like, "What's up, bro? Sick frosh coming in." I hate those guys. That's a lacrosse word. In BPG, which is blocks per game, and 3rd in field goal percentage, he collected a pair of 12 rebound games, and on March 27th versus Minnesota, he bucketed a season-high 19 points. He averaged 7 a game with a block, an assist, and 6 boards. Fun fact, Chris hails from Wyoming, Michigan. That's interesting, because Wyoming's a state.
I've been there.
I'm sorry.
Not to Michigan. I've
No,
been to
Wyoming,
Wyoming.
where he graduated among a class of 47 from the Tri-Unity Christian High School.
All related. Caveman, what was his points last season,
I just said
please?
6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shall I say a little bit about Chris Caveman? He went on, I'm almost certain he had a 1 All-Star appearance.
Yeah, he's a good
Because
player.
it's kind of an unlikely All-Star, but he became a very good player for that Clippers team. Okay, your final player, Gavin Diaz-1 called it.
Steve Francis?
You got the franchise.
Oh my God!
An All-Star.
That's crazy!
All-Star player.
Oh my
Steve
God,
Francis.
dude, it's the franchise! I love him!
Oh wait, no, it's not yet.
Oh, I was gonna say, what?
No, it is. Look at him. Look at him. We got the cat. We got Katino Mobley. We've got
this is terrible.
Jameer Nelson, and we've got the entire Orlando Magic backcourt for the next like 5 years. There, look at all of them.
Yeah, you got the. Yeah, you can show him again.
Okay. Look at that.
You got all. That's crazy. Although the Steve Francis, I remember being on the Rockets.
Yep, he did go to the Rockets. He was on the Rockets last year.
So
He's now
yeah.
a Magic player. Same with Katino Mobley. They both left together. That's cute. Right, Stephen Francis, 16.6 points a game. Francis is off to Orlando after 5 productive years in Houston, where he ranks among the franchise's all-time top 6 in points per game, assists per game, steals per game, several things. In 03-04, he was one of 3 NBA players to place in the top 10 in assists per game and steals per game. Fun fact, he recorded a quadruple-double in a junior college game. 24 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, 10 steals. That's insane.
In a college game?
In a junior college game.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So, I tell you what I loved about Steve Francis. He's one of those players who reached insane heights. There was like a couple of years where he was legitimately a top 5 player in the NBA. Like, he was respected there. Then his drop-off was very sudden.
Yeah.
But the great thing I loved about Steve Francis is it looked just so effortless to him.
It
He looked
did.
like he was kind of checked out a lot of the games, but then he'd just put up 40 points. Or
He also
something
had
like
that great pencil mustache.
He did.
And I loved that confidence to have that swagger.
You don't see that enough. I
You
feel.
don't. You don't see. I think the problem is that maybe it was that. I mean, I don't know anything about his work ethic or anything like that, but I remember him being such a dizzyingly high.
I'm not suggesting that he didn't have a good work ethic. Just some players look super relaxed and really in their own kind of play. Like Luka Doncic, for example, he plays at his own pace.
Yeah, he does.
It just comes to him very naturally. And I feel like Steve Francis was very similar in that regard. But
Why
he was
did
an all-star.
Why did he crash so badly?
Well, I don't know. Because maybe I'm wrong with that, but it just felt like his last couple of years in the league were more sudden than most. For players who reach that kind of pinnacle, it's kind of a gradual drop-off. And I feel like his was more sudden. I might be completely wrong. It's just like 20 years ago.
Well, I'm just curious because he was such a cool dude.
We haven't looked anything up on Wiki since season 1. This is
No,
great.
no. It's okay. So he went to Maryland. He was a Terp.
Yeah.
He was a 3-time NBA All-Star,
Yep.
co-rookie of the year,
Mm-hmm.
All-NBA rookie first team, and a consensus second-team All-American.
But this is it. That was 2008. He was on the Rockets. 2010. He's playing in China.
That's crazy. So it says that when he got traded to Orlando, at first he was unhappy, but he adapted to his new environment. He flourished in the run-and-gun offense of Chris Gent. After posting a career-low 16.6 points per game with the Rockets last year, he jumped up to 21, 5, and 7.
Mm-hmm.
See, I already thought he was on his way out at this point. The following season, a disgruntled Francis was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team. There were rumors that he could be traded, and then he went to the Knicks, and then back to Houston, and then to the Beijing Ducks, where he averaged 0.5 points, 0.7 boards over 4 games, playing 14 minutes.
You see what I mean? It was quite a sudden drop-off.
I wonder if there was something, where he... What? Oh, no. After Francis left professional basketball, his stepfather committed suicide. He began drinking heavily.
Oh.
He was arrested in 2016 for driving under the influence and a felony charge of threatening a public servant.
Says he also suffers from Meniere's disease.
Yeah.
So it feels like there should be, maybe there is a documentary about him. Quite a fascinating player because he absolutely reached the highs of NBA stardom at one point.
Just because I'm curious, T-Mac,
Mm-hmm.
to put things on a brighter note,
Mm-hmm.
7-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-NBA first team, 3-time All-NBA second team, and third team. He was the scoring champion twice, the most improved player, and he was the number one. His number one was retired by the Qingdao Eagles.
Great thing. They both went to China. Great thing about Tracy McGrady is that he wasn't, through high school, he wasn't known at all. And he just went to I think it was like an Adidas ABC camp or something like that. And the what's his name? The famous coach, Sonny
Jimmy Valvano?
No, not Jimmy. Sonny Valario. Anyways, this big camp, and he went there, and suddenly he went from someone no one had heard of at the camp to like the best player there, and he became an NBA because he went straight from high school, right? So he didn't go to college. He wasn't recruited at all. And,
Wow, really?
Yeah.
All right. So your last player, if you didn't remember, you had one.
Oh, do I? Is he good?
Yeah, he was on that Lakers team that won several championships.
Devon George.
Yep, Devin
Is
George.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay, you know.
I'll play last week's when you talked about him. Awful.
I like how you said Vaccaro was the.
Oh, thank you.
I like how you were like, bring up the energy, bring it up. Yeah, I'll skip him and just play your bullshit. You've said enough, asshole. Well, excuse me for trying to bring in some.
How can I be positive about Devon George?
Oh, man.
Do you remember what I told you about him? My fun fact about him?
No.
I have a bobblehead from Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you're right. So, all right, this is actually a tough one. I don't know what to do. This is a tough one. Well, I mean, we got to go through all of the players again anyway.
Yeah, but let's, like we say, we're always going to let's try and put the All-Stars together. So there's one.
Should I leave out Ebo? Now that we, I can skip him if you want.
Don't
but
you dare.
Do you have any All-Stars this week?
Probably not.
Hey, you got one of the good ones, man.
Who?
Hughes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
T-Mac's biggest play in China. Let's take a look really quick. Should we show everybody this?
Yeah, please.
If this is some porn thing, Darren, and you get me, it looks like porn. It's all. Where did you get this from? What kind of footage is this? I can barely see anything. What? Is this not safe for work? I can't even tell what sport they're playing. Oh my! Whoa!
If anything, this is going to make him pick him.
Oh, that guy flopped. Come on, that was a flop. He hit him in the chest and he went flying.
I know that's what you look for in the Kansas blockers.
And we do, yeah, a little bit of heart. All those old vids that are so bad you can't even see where the ball is. That's how we used to watch the game. That's actually kind of neat, though. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Mr. Ian Rudd, you are not on the clock because I was first.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Sorry, that's right.
In that case, you're on the clock. Am I providing the original Millionaire background music this time? Because last time you played your own, it was good.
I did?
I had like a
I had the clown one.
Clown one. You had some. Okay, I'll go back to the Millionaires one.
No. I got
got something
music.
for us?
I got something for me. Hold on, let me.
It helped. I don't have to edit it as much if you've got some background check.
But
just keep it serious. This is. There we go.
Is that all right?
It's okay.
Or wait, if it's mine.
I'll just for your one. Of course, it's one of you.
I think I got yours lined up.
Well, let's do yours first.
No. I want a different song. I want my this one. I got it, but it takes me 25 minutes to find anything. Here we go. Ready?
Okay.
That's what I want. I want this jazzy.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about this.
This is the music you turned down Tracy McGrady to. I see. Okay. Peter, you and the Kansas Blockers are on the clock. Your choices this week. Firstly, the All-Stars. You got Tracy McGrady, Steve Francis.
Damn.
Following them up, you got the likes of David Harrison, Antonio Burks, Jameer Nelson, Tino the Cat Mobley, and Josh Howard. Andre Iguodala is unavailable because it is a.
Can I just look at everything? I want to see Catino, the Cat, and T-Mac.
Okay. You may not touch them. However, this is a new rule I'm introducing. I'm going to read. What do you want? What do you want to know?
I just want to know Catino's points per game.
15.8 last season.
And what position does he play? He's
a shooting guard.
Can I?
Probably bring him.
Can I see everybody?
Here's David Harrison. Antonio Burks.
Why are you showing me the rookies?
Because you said you want to see everyone. You got Jameer Nelson.
I have 3 rookies.
You got Josh Howard.
Okay, Josh Howard.
You got Steve the Franchise Francis. You're not going to pick Steve Francis because if you're using an all-star pick, you'd go with T-Mac. I mean, it's Tino Mobley or T-Mac.
What about Josh Howard?
No. I'm doing you a favor by telling you, in no way is it ever going to be 8.6 points a game Josh Howard. It's going to be Tino Mobley, 15.8, 3.2 assists, 4.5 rebounds. Or it's going to be T-Mac, 28 points, 1.4 steals, 5.5 assists.
5.5 assists?
6 rebounds.
5.5 assists?
I mean, it's T-Mac. He's going to be good. But is he turning down the opportunity to get Shaq?
No, that's, I mean, like, I don't have any forwards, like, at all. I have, who's my guy, the Al Harrington?
Yeah.
My starting 5 at this point
Yeah.
would be Ben Wallace,
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire,
Yeah.
Al Harrington,
Yeah.
Kobe, and T-Mac. Not bad.
Not bad.
And then I have Joe Johnson as a reserve, and Kerry Kittles, and Manu Ginobili. Manu could be point, couldn't he?
No. Well, I mean, yes, anyone. I mean, Shaq could technically be point guard. Are they made for it? No, in this game.
I thought Manu was a point guard.
Yeah. No, Tony Parker
I
was
thought
the point
Parker
guard
would
in that team.
slide off and do.
Just stop it. Who are you going to pick?
I think the allure of having the 2 most stone cold killers is pretty high. Of having Kobe and T-Mac on the same team. And then you just go, Please, just bail me out, Ben.
Gonna be?
I don't know. I mean, you got Steve Nash, so what does it matter? T-Mac's pretty cool. Dirk would be fun.
You know, the problem with when you got background music on is I can't edit it and cut bits out because it would jump back with the music and it'll be all out.
I know, I'm taking forever. Well, you can leave it in there. All right, you know what? I am going to take T-Mac. I'm going to go with it. I'm going with T-Mac. Because I don't think the reasoning behind that is point guards have never, ever been a very useful player on the simulations. That could change in 0405. Maybe they have some new, like, wow. Yeah, they've never been.
Why are you bringing up point guards?
Because, I mean, like, I'm thinking I need a point guard that's really good, right?
Yeah.
But they've never been able to be consistent enough in the game simulation.
In the evidence we've seen in the first 2 seasons, yes, this is true. Jason Kidd was...
Well, I don't know. Let me look at Catino.
No, you've said
No,
it.
I'm thinking. I haven't said anything. I don't know what to do, though.
This is like Millionaire when you say my final answer.
All right, well, let me think, though. We got 4 more packs. That's it. 4 more packs.
Here they are.
We've got 4 more packs each, and so far we haven't seen any good big men other than Ben Wallace. That doesn't mean that they're in there. There's no guaranteed Shaq in every box of cards.
Look how serious he is. Oh dear. Just pick T-Mac. That's what I would do.
I don't know. That's a tough call. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry, this is a 48.
Yeah, it's a long one. Yeah, it's a long
It's
one.
an hour and
Yeah,
48
here, I'll
minute
cut
show.
the music for a minute as
Thank you.
I'm
Can I eat my
thinking.
sandwich?
Go ahead, eat your sandwich.
Okay.
I think if I take Coutinho, though, it's purely just because I don't have All-Stars considerations. And I just don't know. Kobe can play 44 minutes a game.
I don't know. My strategy is to injure him immediately. I've told my players that. Eric Snow is just going to headbutt him first play of the game and we'll see what happens.
This is really hard, man. I don't know. Who are your All-Stars?
I think
AJ Nash?
Darren's got a suggestion.
He said T-Mac 85 times in a row. But see, here's the thing. Another guy said, but Shaq's been on Pete's team every time. Shaq hasn't shown up yet. If Shaq had been showing, if he'd been here, I would have picked him already. But have you had anybody twice? Kevin Garnett?
Ibrahim Ebo.
No, I meant on your team.
Oh, I think Ebo's gone up twice from this thing. What, both seasons?
Yeah. Kevin?
Tim Hardaway defected. I know that. Oh yeah, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
KG.
So wait, the question I have though is this: C-Web as well. You had C-Web, your X Factor.
Oh yeah.
So if you have a situation where I picked Shaq, who's my small forward?
Okay.
Can Kobe play small forward?
Sorry, I'm eating the sandwich you bought me. It's very kind of you.
Could T-Mac?
Al Harrington.
But so you would have, but I'm saying like you would have, I've got a log jam on 2 positions, shooting guard and power forward.
Yes.
And
well,
then,
I don't know about your power forwards. You've certainly got.
But if I got Shaq, I would have a problem because I'd have Ben Wallace.
You shouldn't
and
base it on I'm going to get Shaq because you're probably not.
I know, but I'm saying like if T-Mac could be a small forward for real, do you think so?
Yeah.
He's 6'8". He's 6 fucking 8.
Yeah.
I'm going with T-Mac, baby. T-Mac's a small forward. Fuck that shit. That's easy. Give me back my music.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm glad we got there in the end. Okay.
Yeah, he's a small forward.
Okay, can you read out my cards, please?
All right. Oh, I got your music. Hold on a minute. I forgot he's 6'8". We're good. We're good. Here's your music. Mr. Ian Rudd, you are on the clock. In no particular order. Larry Hughes.
Yes. Read him though. Sorry, read him.
I was gonna do the same joke. I was gonna end at Larry Hughes.
I mean, it's gonna be Larry Hughes, clearly. But can you read the others? Just, I need Ebo needs a mention.
Larry Hughes, Chris Wilcox, Rasho Nesterovich, Vashawn Leonard, Ebo Kudale, Tayshaun Prince, Chris Kamen, Devin George, and that is all she wrote.
Who are my bigs?
Do you have any?
Oh, you know what? What's Chris Kamen's rebounds and blocks last season?
He had 1 block a game and 6 boards.
Okay, well, it's going to have to be Larry Hughes, and I'll figure out the rest.
Wait,
I've only got Emeka Okafor.
No, there was somebody else with a lot of blocks that I listed for you.
I'm definitely in trouble, Gavin.
Oh, it was Larry Hughes.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're going with Larry Hughes.
Yeah, why not? Well, I'll figure out later. I'm just going to... yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Larry Hughes. Actually, can you just tell me, sorry, last thing, Tayshaun Prince points per game.
You know, the hard thing is when we can't edit these is the song in the background. We have to keep... all right, so wait. What was your... You want to do, Tayshaun?
Yeah.
Tayshaun was 10 points a game.
Okay.
5 boards and 3 dimes.
And Larry's like 18 or something like that?
Larry Hughes is 19, 5 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so now...
You can play center, can't he?
What?
You can play center, can't he?
Yeah, sure. Why not? He's a guard.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
I'm having, Antoine Walker bring up the court. So
you do not have Antoine Walker on your team. Stop trying to...
Not yet.
You're talking it into existence. I know. He's an all-star though, I think.
Oh, well, too bad. So here's the thing. Yeah. I'm out of all-stars, which, you had 2 when I had 1. And now I've gone back-to-back weeks of getting all-stars.
Fantastic players, yes. Why would
yeah,
you?
So I've got Kobe, T-Mac, and Wallace, and Stoudemire, and Joe Johnson. Those are good players. Al Harrington's going to have to work.
Yeah.
And then I've got Manu as the point, and then I got Kerry Kittles and some other guy I forgot about.
I mean, you've got... to be fair, your 3 all-star picks are top tier, so you can't really...
Got some defensive muscle and some scorers.
Yes.
There you go.
I've got Pager and Steve Nash, which... could be better. But I really need a third... I really need KG or Shaq.
You're gonna get a big. I can feel it. You're gonna get.
Actually, I don't know what I would hope more. Shaq comes up in my pack or your pack. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I would
just out. I hope
just out of spite that you can't pick him.
Yeah.
I'm an awful human being. But yeah, okay. Well, that was fun.
I read chat. We did, but during the podcast, Dan. Although the most highlighted comment of the stream: "Eat these nuts." And that's what we got. So this is why we can't have good things. So. Good show.
Yeah.
We got one more in us before we both go to the United Kingdom.
Yep.
Maybe we could even do a show live from...
I was thinking that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we could do it live from Essex.
You know what would be even more fun is if we somehow get a laptop and a couple of mics.
Yeah.
And at the last 2 hours of the Premiere Con, when we're blasted with all the people who are joining, we do a live episode of Magic on the Blacktop.
I mean, if you think I've got a lot of electronic shit at my house here, you should see my place in England.
Oh, great.
I can make that happen.
So there you have it, folks.
Okay.
We will be doing a live episode of Magic on the Blacktop at the White Walkers Hall. If you want to join us, if you're in London or are going to be able to visit London, there are still 4 or 5 slots available according to the Premiere 2 Discord. Let me take a look really quick. You have not RSVP'd, but I've told them that you'll be there. We currently have signed up 44 people with 11 maybes. So the 11 maybes, your time is running out that you have to sign up because we gotta cut it. That'll be on December 19th in the United Kingdom. There is no way you'll get 40 drunk people to be quiet. That's okay though. I meant like I want it to be raucous.
Yeah.
I want them to say your next card is Shaquille O'Neal.
And it'll be followed by your next card is Steve Harrison.
Yeah!
Okay, yeah.
I want that to be I can't go. Then please move yourself, Dan, to the not going list.
Sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That'd
though.
have been a shame.
That's gonna be a lot of fun, and we can talk some shit. And it'll be a lot of fun. So we'll do a lot. Well, I'm so sad that I'll be missing it. Spice Bag, it's not too late to change your. We'll try to make it. There you go. That was another thrilling episode. So the reality is, I think it's time for me to call you out. You've not been on the Discord, even on Magic on the Blacktop once in 2 months.
No, I posted
the episode update. It's time for us to mingle with the people. You really pushed for us to keep the Cheryl Ford Classic.
There's no reason why I don't. It's just, you know, when you really want to do something and then like you don't, and then you just feel guilty, and then when you go in there, it's just terrifying a little bit, and it's just like that. Yeah, but I'm enjoying it though. I'm enjoying our teams, and I'm enjoying the way how bad my team's coming along. To be honest with you, I don't like a single player that I've drafted.
I love my team.
I hate everyone.
I'm gonna lose 4-0. I think at this point we owe a big shout to Fermented Shrimp Paste for keeping track of all the players and other rosters.
Appreciate it.
So we'll all send him a message and say thank you. But We will try. We always try to be a participant in that pod. But any final words before we go?
Is that just your inner monologue in audio form? It's,
The Who alert didn't work.
Who?
That's probably enough.
No, I just would like you to reconsider my proposal.
The Office?
The Office, imagine that Magic on the Blacktop Van Gang heights.
It's 8 hours away from me by train, and I'd be paying
But you
for
can
it.
still hold on to a little bit of living in central Tokyo.
Yeah, you're right. It's like I can still tell people, like, where do you live? I go, I live in central Tokyo.
You can get away with Yuki occasionally. She doesn't watch
You're
this.
supposed to cover it this way if the mic is here. You can get away from Yuki.
I still think she's back there because
she's at work. She doesn't watch this, but no. This is gonna be tricky because the price is. I'm balking a little bit just because I can tell it's gonna happen. You're gonna say, "Well, utilities were awfully high this month," and I'll be like, "Well, I haven't been there," and you're like, "It's up to $500 a month now," and I'll be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Well, did I not tell you I don't pay anything?
Oh yeah.
No, it's transparent. We all pay some money, or if it's 4 of us, Niman a month. It's 4 of us. We can hang out. We can use it as our little. I'm basically
Can there be a dartboard in there?
Yes,
Okay,
I
that's
insist
starting
upon
to-
it. I'm basically building a little clubhouse. Where we can just,
An expensive clubhouse.
it's not that expensive.
I feel like you are going to you're going to be there 18 days a week.
I'm going to the wall office and changing my permanent address.
And then I'm just subsidizing your new.
No, we all pay the same.
That's the problem.
Think about it.
Okay, I'll think about it. But that is it. And in the wise words of Mr. Ian Rudd, the hell is that? That's it. That was you. Okay. So have a good. See you guys in the next podcast. We're not ending the stream, but we are ending this podcast. And toodaloo.
All right. See ya.
Okay. All right. So I actually remembered to record that this time.
You did record it. Okay,
I did record it. So that was awesome. That was cool.
Cheers, Cleeby. I'm gonna stay for a little bit.
Yeah, we're not done. You still have your sandwich.
Can I watch you? Can I?
We're not gonna do Monkey Island.
Watch over the shoulder as you fluff your way through Monkey Island?
No. I'm gonna check and see if the boss man, Chris, has messaged me. He sent me a 20 message thing, and I answered like all of the points, and then he never replied. So I was like, okay. All right. So that was. Let me get the little music in the background again. That was fun.
That was good fun.
That was fun.
I feel that. How do you feel? How do you feel about like using it? It must have been tough to use your final all-star.
Yeah. I mean that part does stink because, but I mean, Kobe and do you know how to eat food? This is why I don't eat on stream, by the way, because I was civilized. Go. I'll talk to them for a minute. You don't even know what you're doing. What the fuck are you doing? It's like that girl you have a gif of from Cool Japan. She couldn't eat a sandwich either. Do British people know how to eat sandwiches?
Can I start a Twitch channel where I just struggle to eat things?
Yeah. You got a lot of content. God. You watching USA versus England? I'm not actually. I'm gonna be missing it, which guts me that I don't get to see the Yanks crush the Brits, the Lions, because I've got to film something really early tomorrow morning, and so I maybe I'll be able to catch if we get up super early. I can check out like the end of our 3-1 drubbing of the British people. It's coming home. Yeah, right. Right off the foot of our players. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But you know what? What's the point of sports if we can't have a little friendly rivalry and some bant with it? Yeah, we drew against Wales. That's true. So it's all right, though. You haven't played them yet. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. I'm excited. I picked England and the United States to move out of that pool. And so in my little picks thing that I have with Cousin Jeff. But yeah. Yes. What were we saying, though? But yeah, tomorrow morning I've got an early thing. You'll probably stay up late to watch the England-USA game.
Is it tonight?
It's 4 a.m.
It's 4 a.m. Is it tonight or
Saturday morning. That's coming up, yeah.
I want to, but 4 a.m. I'm 40. If I miss a night's sleep, I'm fucked for a week.
I know. I did that on accident, and it's been awful since then. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it too. I honestly think it's either going to be a 2-2 draw or a 3-1 Yanks win. That's what I'm going with. I've got my good friend in the States.
Shep,
Okay.
who we're going back and forth a little bit, and we got little bit riding on this one, so it should be good. He's asking if I'm feeling okay. I'm not worried. A little bit, to be honest with you.
Well, you guys are flying high after drubbing Iran, and now you're trying to figure out.
Well, the funny thing is, this England team came into this World Cup on the back of 5 or 6
Losses
back to back.
6 straight.
So they weren't expected to do well, but they played really well. And I like that it's a kind of a young core now, and it's some of the bigger names that have kind of clogged up the system a little bit previously are no longer part of it. So yeah, it should be. I don't know. After watching that first game, they looked great. So again, the opposition wasn't the strongest, but it could be good.
That Japan game was intense.
That was great.
That second goal was beautiful. Oh my God, what a touch that was.
Did you watch the Saudi Arabia game
against Argentina? I followed it, but yeah, I saw the highlights and stuff. They played such an aggressive defensive line. I'm not too familiar with soccer. I mean, I know enough about it, but like they had like 3 goals offsides. Argentina did.
Yeah.
But like they were playing a really high line counter style. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, so presumably then that means today earlier than that is Wales Iran.
Oh, like 10 p.m. tonight.
It's always the same group game. So
yeah,
it must be.
So there you go. All right, so yeah, that's what's going on. I'm waiting for Chris to message me back so that I can do that. We've got Van Gang stuff coming down the pipeline.
I think I saw Retro in the chat earlier, or someone called maybe a different Retro.
Oh, Retro's here? I must have missed it.
I saw about 20 minutes ago. I saw Retro something. It might
Retro
be,
Designs.
But if he is, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
That's the Van Gang shirt.
Top Gunny kind of.
Is it Van Halen's thing?
Maybe.
I thought it was a Van Halen inspired.
Are
Van
you suggesting that Retro stole?
No, it's an homage. I thought, but it's an awesome one. You guys should just stream and watch weird sports and try to figure out the rules. That would be a fun podcast.
What's your favorite weird sport?
That French one that you throw the ball and it does the
Bulls.
No, it's help me out, guys. You guys, not cornhole. Pitoff, Pitosh, Patang.
That's what you call
Patong. Chess boxing, yes, okay. I think it's called Patang or something, but pate? No. Anyway, I mean, wait. If I'm curling's fun to watch because they do the scrubbing. Patang. Yeah, patong. What's your favorite weird sport?
Kabaddi.
What's kabaddi?
Can we bring it up?
No.
Okay.
You have to describe it to me.
It's popular in India. And I don't know what happened in the UK in like the mid-90s. But on Channel 4, on terrestrial TV we had 4 channels, now 5, if you didn't have a satellite dish. And like prime time on Channel 4, they suddenly got a contract with the Kabaddi Association. And it's essentially like kind of game you play on the playground in like school when you're young, and like with a game called Bulldog. Did you play that? Or essentially like you're all in a line and one has to run away and like touch another one and run back, and it's like a sport in India. People know what I'm talking about, right?
I've never heard of this. Yeah,
Kabaddi.
It's like rugby without the ball.
And I think while they're playing it, they have to keep saying Kabaddi. And
you have to say that?
I think so. Well, that's how we played it.
We played handball. That was fun, where you had to slap the little blue ball off the wall, and that was kind of fun. I mean, there's lots of fun little sports games, but yeah, speed skiing is crazy. Do you guys know how cricket works? I've tried to get into cricket once. Like I tried to figure it out, and it was kind of not exciting enough.
Cricket's good, but it takes 3 days.
It takes 3 fucking days.
It can do.
But I like that it has that element of you have 8 pitches left, and you have like 8 swings or runs. Yeah, I think that's cool. But yeah, it's a draw. They don't need to say it in the pro leagues anymore. Oh, I guess you did have to say Kabaddi. They should make that. That makes it fun. Right? Like if you were like paused and you didn't say it, they're like foul.
So I think essentially the other team is like a line of people, and you have to like break away and touch one and not get hit back. Or something. I can't remember. It's cool. I like it.
So in the UK, right? So I'll be visiting there in
Yeah, what's your plans? What do you want to do apart from the events? Because you're there for what? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. So we got the Christmas dinner. We've got. So I'll go shopping and pub crawling and.
Where?
London, I think. I want to be in London for 3 or 4 times. I'm going to go to Nando's. I'm going to go to Greg's. I'm going to go to Spoons.
Fuck me, you know it. Okay.
I'm going to have my 10p Freddos. I'm going to have pig in a toad in the hole.
Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in blankets. Yeah.
I'm going to have all kinds of pies. I'm going to have a Tesco meal deal.
Okay.
Those are the must-dos.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cadbury.
Your audience have taught you well, yeah.
And that's gonna be awesome.
I've heard
Greg's are a meat pie place, right?
Greg's is
a sausage.
Yeah, I like their steak bake or their chicken bake and sausage rolls.
I want to get a kebab as well.
There's So I've not been back to the UK for nearly.
They're all based on food. What a fat shit.
I like Hog Place.
He's from Leicester. Fuck him. So
I lived in Leicester for a year.
Well, Hog.
So no, but is there any? I meant like places.
Wait, I'm confused. I didn't know that London was this epicenter of cool shit to go and view.
There's a lot of
I
cool
thought
stuff
it
in
was
London.
just. I thought England was just a bunch of
Do you want me to take you to a
soccer
I'll
match.
take-
I want to go to a football game.
football match?
Yeah.
Millwall, you want to see, or
Leyton
some-
Orient.
Leyton Orient. Okay.
The Strikers.
Well, we certainly wouldn't be at risk of not getting a ticket.
Are they called the Strikers?
I don't think so.
Because there was a.
It's not America. We don't have teams like the Blazers versus the Argonauts. It's Manchester United versus Arsenal FC.
Leyton Orient. Yeah, I know they're usually FC, but
Strikers? I've not heard of that.
they're a professional football, the English football. They're the oldest club in London to play at a professional level.
The
O's.
I grew up not too far from Leyton Orient. It was a lot of people that I kind of grew up with supported Leyton Orient because it was the local team. But they've never been good.
So I was watching a. Oh no, strikers. Maybe it's just the. I get it. That's a position that you have in the game, right? I was watching John Cleese give an award speech once. That was just like a few days ago.
Okay.
And he wins for his performance, and he says, "I just want to thank a few people." And he has.
I'm as effective as the Leyton Orient strikers.
No,
or something like
he
that.
had like the tiniest piece of paper.
Yeah.
And he lists off about 75 different random names of
Okay.
but it's a funny joke that he's thanking everyone but they usually say, I want to thank you so much, Mother. Thank you so much to the director. He was like, the Leyton Orient Strikers. He was just adding random stupid names. And I was like, oh. So, okay, he was just thanking them, the Strikers of Leyton Orient.
If you want obscure football teams, there's a team that's kind of synonymous, like with if you grew up, like if you're like our age, you grew up in the UK, there's one football team that everyone knows the name of, but no one really has ever seen the player, or couldn't name a single player. And it's a team called Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley.
Which is around Liverpool kind of area. And the reason for that is there was a drink milk commercial. And, there probably was in America too, like to try and encourage kids to drink milk,
wow,
right?
thanks for the bits. Want to spend more? Okay, just a second though. You got a message? Let's hear what you got to say.
Nothing.
Is that you? Stan?
That's my voice,
As Stan?
As Stan.
That's very cool.
And the CodeStars made the animation. But
I saw it. It's amazing. That's Donnie's in the chat. I just saw him a second ago. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
As Ian, an avid football fan, who's his all-time favorite player? Peter Crouch, and he likes the
Accrington Stanley, who are they? So there was as a commercial. This is like in the early '80s, mid '80s, and there was a kid who didn't want his milk, and like the kids who were drinking it, they wanted to become like Liverpool players, and it's like, well, if you don't drink it, you're gonna end up playing for Accrington Stanley.
Oh man, that's an insult. Damn.
Accrington Stanley, who are they? So that's where it comes from.
But that's the kind of kid says. Who are they?
Yeah, and that's the kind of team that you would support.
I would have 4 of their scarves.
Because you like these very obscure kind of.
Leyton Orient's my favorite,
because of Barry Hearn.
Because of Barry Hearn, my favorite owner ever.
Barry Hearn?
Love Barry Hearn. So I would like to go to various landmarks. I want to walk the streets of London. I want to go see the southeastern part of the United Kingdom or of England. I want to go up to where your sister has her new pub.
Yep.
I would not like to venture to the Midlands or the North because I don't have any reason to other than sightseeing.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends
It's your
there.
first time. You're there for 2 weeks, so.
But
Stonehenge, could see that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. In the Big Ben and the Thames and all those cool places. I'm sure I'm going to find a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, whenever I travel, I love going to food. That's what I want to go try different foods. And I know that Yorkshire has the puddings.
Well, they're everywhere, but
yeah, but like
that's where they're from.
Brentford used to have the only stadium with a pub on every corner.
Yeah, that's another London team. Go Brentford.
Brentford?
Yeah. There's a few smaller teams you've probably heard the name of, like QPR. You heard of them?
Yeah, Queen's Park Rangers.
Exactly. That's another London team.
Crystal Palace.
So these are the ones we'll be able to get tickets.
Crystal Palace.
Arsenal,
is London.
Chelsea.
I don't like
we're
them.
not going to
They
get
suck.
tickets. Then.
Tottenham.
Fulham, we probably can. Tottenham would be a sellout. Yeah, but we can find
QPR.
some.
Let's go.
There you go.
I used to play as them. Like Jeff and I used to. My cousin Jeff. We used to get like soccer games back in 03, 04, and we would just pick random. I'm Stoke. You're QPR, and let's go.
Yeah. Someone said, am I going to the UK? I am. First time in about 4 years. Someone told me that Cadbury's chocolate is different now.
Oh, they changed their ingredients.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
That's unfortunate. But yes, those are... Oh, I got 4 notifications. Let me make sure this isn't the boss. What time are you free today, mate? I'll be here from 8-ish. Sounds good.
Excuse me, I was choking on my own rage.
I thought you were eating again.
No, I'm joking. I was going to ask, what's the time? I've got to be somewhere at 7.
It is 6.
Is it really?
6
Okay,
o'clock.
I need to head out in a second.
All right, well, excuse me.
Sorry.
All right, so, also Greg says a vegan sausage roll now. I will not be trying. Actually, you know what? I'll try it. I like
Try
vegan
it.
stuff. I do.
Greg's is
So, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, I'm shocked, but thank you for being here, Ian. It was only a 2-hour banger. It was a short. I do like vegan food because I'm trying to expand my horizon of. Lately I've been getting into vegetables again, eggplants and all kinds of different kabochas. I like it.
Yeah, but you fry them and put them in.
Yeah, I deep fry them. Yeah,
it's tempura,
that's
basically.
unfortunate.
Someone just mentioned
Terry's chocolate oranges.
Yeah, do you remember they sold those in Japan and I bought you one?
And Yuki bought you one.
Yes, she did.
Yep. Yeah.
Terry's chocolate oranges all around.
But you know what?
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was good fun.
Unfortunately, your time has come to an end. I'll probably stick around with the boys for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a quick break. Thanks for being here, Ian.
Thank you very much. Pleasure as always.
I think it's always fun to do these things on the big screen.
Yeah.
Less editing for you.
No.
Oh.
More, if anything.
Really?
Well, I like editing when we've got 2 mics because I can have more control over it. But
although,
I know you're not going to come to my house.
No. So here's the good news, though.
Yeah.
If we do somehow set up the new studio that I've got looking at this apartment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I've been saving my all my coins, all my money for this, and I'm gonna get so this Go XLR Pro thing, right?
Yeah.
It only has one XLR input. I need one that has multiple, so that if I do have guests, I can have two. You could have your own mic.
Yeah, yeah.
So would I have to get a brand new?
No, because you want this functionality, right? What you could do is you can get an audio interface, which has many, and then from the out of that.
Goes into here.
So it'll be the sound of both mics. You could have one of them going through there. Or you could have them. We can have this.
Okay, yeah.
All the time. But we can figure it out.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm getting a big fat directional mic that I don't know which one to get, but it's gonna be because these are you have to speak right into the damn.
Do you know what you should get? I would highly recommend. I'll show you a video of it. But you can get this kind of rigging. It's basically you bolt it to the ceiling.
Ooh.
And it's like a metal. So just 2 little arms that come down, and then just basically a square of a metal square, but then you can wrap all cables around it. You can have spotlights on it moving down, but it means there's no cables anywhere around it. It's all kind of wrapped around the
We'll get
top
that.
thing. So
but my dream though is to have 2 setups. One is the streaming area,
and one in the studio.
Yeah,
we're
the
rent
office.
together.
That's it. There you have it. You heard it here first. You can get official Greg Buck. This is why he made fun of me for talking about food, but they're still talking about Greg's. They're still talking about Weatherspoon's deals.
Well, I'm still
Enjoy
talking
your
about
Van
the
Gang
Van
shirts.
Gang.
Oh wait, last thing. What do you think of this?
You showed me. I love it. I like obscure things. That was a free giveaway. I hope you realise, but I'm glad. How much did you pay for it?
Wait, what? This was not a free giveaway.
Yeah. Well, I say free. You have to drink a lot of coffee.
No, it wasn't.
It's like a Nescafe branded shirt. That's a coffee brand.
This is a guy who worked at Boss who had to stock the Boss machines. This was an infantryman who worked the front lines of Boss coffee.
Do you know how many of these I drink?
Is that Boss? It's Mount Rainier. Do you have a Mount Rainier jacket?
I have a Mount Rainier folding camping seat.
Well,
I have a Mount Rainier. I have 6 tote bags from Mount Rainier.
But wait, you think this is lame?
No, not at all. I love it. I'm just saying.
It was 4 months.
You probably had to. I was gonna say you probably had to drink
1,000 cans of
the
coffee?
amount of coffee that would actually do some kind of internal damage. So well done. You've missed that. I love it. I love these. I've got that Boss coffee.
Yeah,
thing
and I have that one that I found on the streets.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's great. I'm not saying it to be negative. I'm just saying,
yen.
if anything, you can't buy it. That's cool. It's
it's cool. It's like a Joe Camel.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think it's the best thing you've ever bought. Seriously.
I do like my corduroy jacket, but yeah. Sorry, Spoon's not Greg. See, I knew we were still. Okay, fuck it. We're done. We're done. I'm gonna see Ian to the door. Thank you very much. Do you want this peanut thing?
Yes.
There you go. It's quite good.
Thank you. Just give me all your food.
Yeah, just try not to spill it halfway across the floor while you guzzle it down. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys, and we can have a quick chat before I go, and then we will. Big thanks to Ian. Thank you, guys. Sorry we couldn't answer all of your
Cheers,
messages
guys.
and stuff.
Yeah, sorry. We can't really. It goes by so fast, and we got Glenn in my ear all the time, so I can't focus on any of it. So, but no, always a pleasure. Really good fun.
I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, one more thing. Pete's Party Palace. pleasure, pain, and Peter.
And a whole lot of fucking sexy.
Hey everybody. Hey, my name's Pete. Oh, how's everyone doing today? Oh, today we're gonna have some fun and we're gonna play some games. I like to have fun.
Nyan, nyan, nyan. I'm not okay. Voices in my head tell me lots of things. Horny. Like I'm horny all the time. Hold on. How do I blow you? No. Poggers. That's why when I have a tough day and I need a little pick-me-up, I take a little, very small can of ginger ale and I inject that right up my ass. Everyone says like, oh, now that you've quit teaching, I bet you just sit at home and masturbate. No. I was like, just violate me. I can't resist. You ain't gonna one-shot me though, I'll tell you. Another busy day at the office. The one thing that gets me through all those morning meetings? Barista's Black. This coffee's so bad that the smell will get you before the caffeine will. Nothing like a Barista's Black to get me through the workday. It's lonely on the road. That's why I like hardcore pornography.
Say hello to my little jump.
You didn't say the magic word. My name's Peter. This is my 6th beer. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Get out of here.
That is easily the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Hey, what's up? Are you doing okay? Did you drink too much? You might be seeing double, triple, double. What? Seriously? Me? Yeah, what's going on? Did you drink? Where was I? Why didn't you call me? How you doing? Don't go to bed. Stay up. Drink more. What? Drink. Yeah, drink. Yeah, drink. I'm here and there to torment this lovely streamer. That means a lot. Thank you. I love being tormented. Step on me, Daddy. Breaking news. I have to take a shit.
I should have trusted my dick instincts.
Cock grease. High quality. Keep it up. All day. Try it. You'll like it.
More intruders have entered the base, Master.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. Raised be forehead. Best enjoyed on mute. I just went on a massive wank sesh. 30 straight hours, just nonstop masturbating. Blew out my left arm, blew out my right arm. Now I just kind of move my body and just hope it works. I wish I could look like Oron. Chat, go talk to Yuna. You know what she must do. She must subscribe to Premiere 2. I'm not going to bed until I get gorilla fisted. With the power of my forehead! Premiere 2. For whenever you need a happy end. Perfect.
performance.
Pete's Party Palace. Pleasure, pain, and Peter.
And a whole lot of fucking sexy.
Hey everybody. Hey, my name's Pete. Oh, how's everyone doing today? Oh, today we're gonna have some fun and we're gonna play some games. I like to have fun.
Nyan, nyan, nyan. I'm not okay. Voices in my head tell me lots of things. Like I'm horny all the time. Hold on. How do I blow you? No. Poggers. That's why when I have a tough day and I need a little pick-me-up, I take a little, very small can of ginger ale and I inject that right up my ass. Everyone says like, oh, now that you've quit teaching, I bet you just sit at home and masturbate. No. I was like, just violate me. I can't resist. You ain't gonna one-shot me though, I'll tell you.
Van Gang Gigakad. Hype.
Okay. Okay. I'm cool with it. Let me fix the mic because right now it's really fucked up. I'm whispering right now because I'm trying to get it to 62 decibels. It's doing the stupid thing. 62. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. I had to do that. That was so difficult. What's up on Harrier? All right, so big shout to Ian for coming in tonight. That was a lot of fun. As always, we appreciate when Ian makes an extra appearance. And thank you guys for being so patient. I know it's always a bit awkward when we don't reply to nearly any of the messages because we're still trying to figure out how to do our own show of Magic on the Blacktop with like, you know, we don't want to have it devolve into us talking to you guys while we're trying to have a podcast-friendly version. But I still think it's a lot of fun to show you guys the cards, show you guys the atmosphere, and all that stuff. So I hope that you dudes and dudettes enjoyed it. Pete should make an OnlyFans account, but he'll unlock it. The podcast gets more views. I don't think so. I think that you guys get enough free sex appeal every time you tune in. Ah, don't worry about it. We get you. Thanks, mate. That, by the way, that scarf, I wish you could come to PremierCon just so I could see that beautiful scarf. Nice look in the Discord. Another reason to join. And that Guinness looked beautiful. So, yeah, what's up, guys? Oh, thanks, lad. I wouldn't trade it for all the whiskey in Ireland. All right. Other than that, here's what's going on the docket. Just so you guys, in case you were curious. Tonight, busy. Tomorrow, busy. Sunday, going to the new house, apartment, and checking all the bits and bobs that they work so that they can start the renovations. Pretty exciting. And we'll be able to hang out there, Yuki and I. And then Sunday night, I might try to come back and finish off Curse of Monkey Island / start Minecraft. Or depending on how the next 2 days go, I might just take a wellness break and just relax. Let's see. Just so you guys, other than that, 28th normal stream, 29th normal stream, 30th, I've got some plans that you are invited to probably. I just can't disclose what they are, but you'll probably see me pop up somewhere. December 1st, which is next Thursday, I'll be joining Josh in Japan. I'll be a judge on a cooking show that I'm really, really psyched for. 2nd, free. 3rd, I don't know. 4th, I don't know. I'm going to a place with Yuki so that we can check out a Illumination. It's not Trash Taste After Dark. There is no Trash Taste in the immediate or long-term future that I'm aware of. Those guys are super busy. I am Pete Ramsey. My job is to walk up to them and say, like, you call this fragrance sweet? needs a little bukake of honey. I guarantee you the word bukake of honey will be said at least twice. By the way, do you think you would want to stream with other streamers from LA when they come over from LA? Wait, what do you mean? You mean like, for example, if Ludwig came to Japan and said, "Hey Pete, do you want to do a stream together?" Like that? Yeah, of course. You know what? Here's my philosophy, though. You know, I have not met with Jake and Bake yet, but this is a really good point because Jake and I exchanged a couple of messages. Obviously, Jake's an amazing IRL streamer, no doubt about it. You know, one thing that gives me a little trepidation, not about Jake, not at all. It would be nice to, and Jake agreed with this, it'd be nice to get to know someone first before you agree to do a collab with them, right? So for me, I like the idea of, are we going to mesh well? Do I know who you are, what you're about? Now, the exception to that is pretty obviously like someone like Iron Mouse, who I think is very genuine on stream. She's like 100% authentic. And I knew her via Connor and Chris, mainly Connor though. And so I felt comfortable doing something like that, you know? So for me, I'm not in it for clout or for recognition or any of those things. I just want to feel comfortable with someone and that we're having a good time first and the fun content comes second. That's you can call me a liar, but I'm nearly 40 and that's exactly where I've drawn my line in the sand. So first of all, two things. One, nobody is coming to Japan and asking to collab with me. Like nobody is coming from LA and they're messaging me and saying like, "Hey dude, we've got to do something." That's not happening. But if it did, I hope that we could have at least one meeting first where we could buy each other a beer or a coffee or have a lunch, and then you can have like an authentic interaction and then see if we would be a good fit for doing something on air or on a stream. Does that make sense? I am 39. I turned 39 this year, yeah. Stick to your principles. I'll come to Japan to collab with you. I'm a master of 12 followers on Twitch. Think of the clout. Well, but I know you. But you know, how you were when you had Tokidoki then. So, as her father, 20. I don't know. Well, I demand an audition? I don't think so. What I demand is I'm protecting them, really. I don't want to join somebody's show and then them be like, "Who's this fucking clown?" The other thing, though, is this. Sometimes you meet people and opportunities happen and they say jump and you say, "Let's fucking do it. Let's try our best. Let's learn from it together." And some people, you take it off of the good advice. Like Ludwig's an amazing, unlikely, and impossible example. But if I trust him enough through the people who have spoken well about him, my friends, they've said he's a awesome guy, that he's super friendly, he's genuine. I've talked to him for 10 seconds on video call once, and he was extremely kind in that. That one I would be like, if you guys vouch for him, I'll do it. But if nobody knows this person or if it's like out of left field, probably not for me. That was a really long-winded and boring answer of saying how I felt, but there you have it. What's up, Chairless? Nothing worse than an uncomfortable stream. Yeah, that's what I think. Although you guys still watch this one, and that's... Ludwig's a great streamer. You should check him out. He's on YouTube, though. He used to be on Twitch, but he's on the YouTube train right now. Pete's a good guy. His face is naked. He has a nice cat. There you go. That's right. That's all you got. That's all you need. But yeah, today, no games. Today was just Ian, basketball, chit chat. And then soon I'm getting ready. I will be equipping my awesome jacket of Boss Coffee. I will be taking my sick ass beanie. And the beard is coming back. Look at that, guys. It's coming in. It's coming home. I don't know why this side looks so much better than this side, but I'll take it. I don't care. I'm Guy Pete coming back. Where is your scarf? I've got them around the premises. I've been busy, man. Sorry. Whew. Thank you, Praetor. Thank you, Strength 4, Chairmank. Haro and Jiwapitokoshin. Thank you for the follows, my friends. I appreciate it. It looks the same. The only thing that Pete needs is his Heat Tech leggings. Nope, I don't need that. I don't like Heat Tech. Heat Tech makes me feel, I hate it. I have one Heat Tech shirt and I've only worn it when we went to Hokkaido. I fucking hate that stuff. It sticks to your body so tight that it's just not for me. Not for me. I'm from America. I'm like Midwest America. I will wear shorts outside. It's a cool technology, but it's super tight. I like my long sleeve one, and I've never tried the leggings. Bring the beanie to London. You will need it. I've got my jacket ready for London. I've got 2 or 3 beanies ready for London. Honestly, the podcast was pretty good. Never knew Pete for an NBA man. I love the NBA. I'm not a fan of modern day NBA where we've got some shit with, you know, the 3 ball's a little too prioritized. But I loved watching it as a fan, and I grew up watching it, and I like the statistics side of it. And of course, the scarf. Indeedo. All right, my friends, I do gotta go though. I just wanted to get a last little hello. Thank you to the following mod team. Thank you guys. We had 4 subs today who came in hot and raring to go. We had some Napsters insults with the drive-by biddies. I appreciate all of you guys very much, and have a great night. But wait, there's more.
11 months.
Whoa!
Wow. Missed a lot of streams lately. Term 4 report writing grind.
Ooh, that term 4 report, man. I hear ya. That shit is not easy. I totally understand where you are coming from. And I can totally understand where we are going. That is a great and amazing streamer who loves her brekkie rolls. Her name is Allie. I'll be messaging guys in the Discord. You might see a funny picture tonight. If you follow. All right, here's the message that we're going with. She is playing the new Pokemon. Enjoy your evening. Thank you guys very much. You guys are the real crew. Thanks for showing up at like 3 p.m. to 6. Appreciate you all. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, about tonight though. I'm not going to do the weird thing where I cut to the other thing. I will be getting a chance to...
It's time for premiere 2. Nothing but weeaboo. We never asked for this. This podcast gotta commit from you too. Premiere 2. Hey, you gotta cue from you too.
But don't tell anybody I told you.